Okay, welcome. I can't hear my own music. That's so weird. Hold on, but I can hear like other people's. Anyways, hold on. Okay. Anyways, guys, welcome to tonight's stream. I tried to do a waiting room earlier, but for some reason it didn't work. So I had to redo the waiting room, and it works this time. So, yippee! I hope you guys are doing fine. Hi Vals, hi Gosh, and hi everybody else who's lurking in the stream. I hope everyone's doing great. I hope everyone's surviving. I know there's been a lot of, a lot of things going on in multiple places. So I'm really hoping for everyone's safety. Why you mas tepuk my jidat? Salah gue apa? Gue baru mulai stream udah ditepok jidatnya. Please deh. Anyways, hello Ryokuma. But anyways, tonight we are going to have a very nice, very chill chat with a Mecha Vtuber. So we know we don't have a lot of like Vtubers that are usually, including myself, that are, oh, that's me, I saw my, that are usually out of the they're usually out of the usual. A lot of Vtubers are very humanoid in appearance, but not for Gold Guardian or Gorudo Garna. Oh, wait, is it that? Like, we can see his little deaf side over there. He's also doing his little intro. Because it's something, like a dart target. You stop that right now. I am innocent in this. Why must you tapok me? Anyways, we're just gonna have, there's been a lot of turmoil, a lot of unrest, and so tonight we're going to have a more not real relaxing. Well, we're going to like soothe. We're gonna soothe out all the tension tonight, so we'll have a more loose, more chill, very nice stream, and hopefully everything goes well. If you don't know, I'm using I ordered like chicken wings because I was in the mood for chicken wings, so I will be munching on chicken wings. But without just saying, be ready for a hard voice chat. Oh yeah, we talked earlier. Don't worry. we've been talking for a long time now, so it's like, but we could only collab now. We keep saying like, oh, we want to collab, and then we just things happen. So only now did we have like the possibility to collab. So I'm gonna stay on uncles, no problem. You can always switch around, if you're in the mood to switch around. But without further ado, I'm gonna introduce, especially for Stinky Pies who don't know this really cool Mecha Vtuber, Gold Guardian or Gorudo if on his Twitter. Yippee! Yippee! Ada robot coy, betul. It's me. Hello. I was doing my intro. It was what? You know what? I'm so grateful that you are very initiative. You took a very good initiative to do it yourself. I didn't have to say anything. You took a very good initiative to do it yourself. No, that's a good thing, because last time I forgot to introduce people on my stream. No, that's a good thing, because last time I forgot to introduce people. Yeah, we were talking so much that by the end of the stream, you just realized, oh yeah, you haven't introduced yourself. You just realized, oh yeah, you haven't introduced yourself. You just realize, oh yeah, you haven't introduced yourself. You just realize, oh yeah, you haven't introduced yourself. On my side, somehow it says like There's two of my voices. On my side, somehow so I don't know what the fuck is going on. There's two of my voices. On my side, somehow so I don't know what the fuck is going on. I know why. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. I know why. That's weird. I've never had that with the others, but maybe I'll introduce myself. I've never had that with the others, but maybe I'll introduce myself. It's okay. There's two of me. There's two of me. I'm a clone. It's okay. Anyway, hi everyone, my name is ALMOND Pie. I'm an alien idol superstar. Hi everyone, I don't know why my voice is doubling, but we're just gonna chill with that. Maybe, you know, signal's a little hard from outer space. We're just gonna chill with that. Fix it after this. Signal's a little Usually I do game reviews. I'll fix it after this. Signal's a little Usually I do other fix it after this. Signal's a little Usually I do other Vtubers. Like our very cool Mecha guy over here. Vtubers. Okay. Like our very cool Mecha guy over here. Vtubers. Okay. Like our very cool Mecha guy over here. Yeah. So okay. Like our very cool Mecha guy over here. Yeah. So. Really? Huh? Yeah. Oh. Okay. Oh, yeah. I just updated mine. Okay, no wonder I was so confused. Hold on. Okay. I have no idea what to do, so guide me. Yippee! Tutorial! Okay. Yippee! Okay. Yes.
To where you make it on your interface one by one. So for example, what I have right now is an individual audio source for my BGM, for Discord, right? And your own voice comes directly from your microphone, basically. So you don't need to change anything. But what the two audio voice sources I have right now that is currently active in the menu, you know, that allows our stream and our beautiful voices to have is one audio application capture for whatever BGM you have, and one more for Discord, so you can receive me. And while you are doing that, you disable desktop audio.
Okay. I've done all that, so I think it should be fixed now.
Yeah, and just remember to set them to a lower setting, so it's not too loud on your end, right? Now let's see if your viewers are still hearing double.
Oh, don't worry, they got a heart attack earlier because it automatically, I think it default went to like max. So when you were explaining, it was like on max volume.
Yes, that happens.
Yeah.
Also,
I think it works
also, it is law appropriate because I'm a giant robot. And giant robots are loud.
Gee, it makes sense. I think
Okay,
it
so
should be fixed now.
Should be fixed right now for now. But yeah, Feel free to play around with this setting later on, right? I am still learning myself, but it should be a nice quick fix for now.
Yippee!
Yay!
We learned something new.
So, yeah. Wait, have you been using desktop audio all this time?
Yes. This entire
Astaga.
time. From the start of my
Oh
stream to
dear.
the end.
Oh dear Lord. Okay, now when you learn something new today, don't worry. This is also a recent feature in OBS because
Yeah.
desktop audio is a bit unreliable. But don't worry. I also use desktop audio when I first started streaming. If a friend of mine didn't point this out to me, right, I wouldn't know either. So, um, hang on. Oh yes, hello, welcome. Thank you for attending. Anyway, uh,
Yeah.
we were speaking yesterday, right?
Right,
And
right.
you said that you wanted to ask me some questions regarding today's topic.
Right. Yeah. Right. Okay.
Yeah. So, go ahead, please.
Okay, so I enter like a whole intro first, like a host. Okay, so you guys, I explained this earlier on my stream, but I'm gonna re-explain it for your crowd. Like usually when we're looking at VTubers, most VTubers
Yeah.
are like very humanoid appearance or. I mean, mostly humanoid. There are humanoids with like maybe tentacles or maybe with like extra features and stuff, but it's very rare
Yeah.
to see like non-humanoid like VTubers, even though they are making the rounds nowadays. So especially in Indonesia, it's not very often. I think you're the only one I know. There might be more, but I think
Yes.
up in my circle, there's only you so far. So I was,
Really no.
yeah, yeah. It might be because I'm not like in the circle of Mecha VTubers, but the one I do know is simply you. But I wanted to ask because I'm also an artist, right? So a lot of artists, if you notice, like if you open the comms, most often times it's very rare to see commissioners like want to do mecha designs. So I was actually
Yeah.
wondering like what made you decide oh yeah, to stand out. I kind of want to be, or maybe not even with the intention of standing out, but why did you choose to have a mecha style like design as a VTuber?
Well, to put it simply, then this is the most basic summary which I am going to answer this question, right? To make a very long story short, originally I never had any intention of becoming a VTuber,
Okay.
right? And I was more of a storyteller, right? And especially I am now studying, right? In order to be able to be a character designer for future projects, because I want to develop my own science fiction metaverse, by the way. Also, when I say metaverse, it has nothing to do with the Facebook metaverse, and it has nothing to do with NFT. So I'll just put this disclaimer out there. No, I
Disclaimer.
am not making NFTs, right? Basically, I want to write my own science fiction story, right? And the science fiction story, like this Gold Guardian character or yours truly over here, is a character in that universe.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll notice that sometimes I call myself Metal Knight as well, in front of the Gold Guardian thing. So there's an entire long story about that, and we just summarize it by saying that I am developing not the metaverse but the metal verse, basically.
Spreading the
But
metal.
yes, but the some of my original work started as an independent film production.
Oh,
By the way,
okay.
yeah, it was a passion project of mine, and a few of my a few of my mods are actually former project members that still stuck with me up to this very second. Right.
Okay.
So I am thankful that some people in my squad decides to follow. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. What else? But then the year was 2018, and
All right.
making independent films by yourself is very expensive.
I can relate somehow. Yeah.
I mean, I could cut corners all the time, right? But there is a point where you have to stop cutting corners at the fear of jeopardizing the quality, right? And and then one day, I kind of reviewed my work in my in while I was editing one day, right? And I had this epiphany moment, right? Am I really only good at doing this, basically? So I went ahead and decided to learn character design by myself, because long story short, I basically had a lot of um, inner shenanigans while making this independent film project as well, right?
Okay.
Because when you are doing an independent film project with a lot of volunteer work, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people are going to try to inject their ideas into
Yeah.
your work.
Yeah. I can
And
imagine.
when you try to have a singular goal, right? It gets exhausting, you know. So while I was studying in a trade in I'm not studying in the university. I'm in a trade school that does character design,
Oh,
right?
okay. Yeah.
While I was studying, right, in the middle of doing this, suddenly Vtuber was rising in popularity. This
Yeah.
concept, this very new alien concept, which I never understood before. Now the thing is, we know the great grand matriarch of VTubing is Kizuna Ai,
Yes.
right? And a lot of my staff back then love Kizuna Ai. But
Oh, okay.
back then, I had no idea who Kizuna Ai is. I only know her as crazy pink ribbon lady.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I apologize to Kizuna Ai fans. Anyway, but it was only in Japan when I truly understand the appeal of streaming as a VTuber. Because back then, it's about anonymity. You don't have to prepare yourself to look good in front of a camera.
Oh
You
my
can
God.
stream behind the anonymity of an avatar. You can even do streaming like this cardboard cutout PNG.
Yeah. So
Right.
relatable.
Uh, yeah, and you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is turn on your model and stream and such. So that's it. The summary is, why don't I use this model to tell a story? You know.
Yeah.
And
Makes sense.
of course, when I was doing a research on VTubers, right? And honestly, even I debuted at like 2020. Sorry, at the end of 2022, I think.
I think that was
Although
after
in
me.
my mind, yes. Although in my mind, I wish I kind of started earlier, because in the beginning I thought I was going to be happy, right, with only having less than 5 viewers, listening
Yeah.
to me yap.
Yeah.
Basically, I think the Zoomer language is
No,
listening
that's
to me yap to less than
relatable.
five viewers, right? But instead, on a good day, I average between 9 to 10 viewers. So I'm just like, what the hell is going on? But yeah, that is how I become a VTuber, basically.
So.
I thought this is pretty fun. Yeah.
Okay. So you were just trying out, and then it's like, I really do like it.
Yeah. Yeah, in the beginning it was me. It was me basically telling myself, right? I am just going to try this for 6 months. If it doesn't work out, I'll just graduate and say goodbye forever, right? And then next thing I know, my second year anniversary is coming up at the end of this month, and I'm just like, how
Yippee!
did I get here? Yeah, yeah. It's like, how did I get here?
So that's too relatable though. Suddenly already like almost 2 years. What? Where did time go?
Yeah, I mean, I have a I have a loyal viewer base, right? I met a lot of people, and most importantly, I met people who actually show interest in my work, right? And decided we want to follow you. Oh, that's the fucking best.
That's great. It
That's
means
the,
yeah.
that's like the best feeling. Like, I think a good example would be one of my moderators who's also a VTuber named Varin, right? Uh, for example, I do not understand like zoomer editing, you know,
Oh my
the
god.
one where you the one where you put all sorts of the latest memes in shorts video format and clips, right?
Right.
Like, I don't understand what makes it click with the younger generation, and this is basically me risking to dox my own age at this point, right?
Uh-huh.
But Varen knows, and she offered her help in a way that maybe this will help me click with the younger generation using her Zoomer editing skills. And that's how we form a partnership today. That is just one example of people who says, "Hey, I like to follow. I want to follow you and your journey,"
Yeah.
and that makes me really happy, you know.
Yeah, it's nice to see your work getting acknowledged, right? Feels satisfying.
Truly.
Like your
It is.
hard work is being seen by people and they appreciate it. It's such a good feeling.
It is. It is.
Okay, so do you plan on being like a full time, or are you still like me, like, oh, I'm just gonna do this like as a not as a full time gig, but I'll just pour my passion into it, because I feel like from what I'm hearing that
Yeah.
it's like a passion project thing.
If I could turn this into a full-time gig, it just means I can work from home and develop my own IP,
Yippee!
which is honestly a dream come true. Because
Yippee!
I gotta be honest with you, right? I just
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
after I have I told you this before when we are talking casually. I tried working in retail, IT retail.
No. Oh no, no and no.
Yes, yes, and all I could say is never again.
Oh no.
so, so
Oh.
let's if after I graduate trade school and this VTubing doesn't really work out, I might have to look back into you know day job options while streaming at the same time. Okay,
Yeah. It's okay. I do
which
that.
is unfortunate.
So.
Which is unfortunate. But at the same time, after working for retail and coming across the worst of humanity
Yeah.
in under 6 months only, under
Oh,
six
that's
months only,
crazy.
right? I'm
Six
just like,
months.
I'm just here going, never again. Be- because that I could I could tell you more about it, but I think the stream will just be extended by 30 minutes if I just talk about
I
if I just talk about an episode of Gorudo horror retail episode. that will be an entire stream on its own.
oh my god. I can imagine people coming to
Yeah.
stream. Oh, what are they talking about? It's like two old people like talking about like dumb
Yeah.
horror stories.
Yeah. So basically, just to give some context, right? Wait, I'm going to tell you just one story, if it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
This is not horror.
It's a free
This
stream.
is not this one. This one, unfortunately, is not horror, but it's more of an innocent story. But at the
Okay.
same time, it's more of a oh god, why moment.
Okay.
So when I say IT retail, basically it is in the department where where I fix computers,
Oh,
right?
okay. Yeah.
But in my case, right, they basically have a guy who specializes in desktops, and I was the one in charge of laptops. But mine was pretty easy because all I have to do is, depending on the laptop brand, it's either battery change or sometimes it's just a heat sink problem most of the time. So when so yeah, until, well, this elderly guy came one day, right? He had this I don't know what make and model of laptop was it back then because it's been so long ago, right? But he had his laptop and he says it won't start, right?
Okay.
It's plugged in. I give it a go. It's plugged in. Sure enough, it won't start. And I was like, all right, have a seat, sir. I'm going to open this in front of you and we'll see the problem together. And it's like, okay, right? Because, if you have been to an IT mall before, I was basically standing behind this glass box counter, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So, in the end, I unscrewed all the ports, right? Opened up the underneath of the laptop
Yeah.
for me and him to see together, and there was so much rust.
Oh my god.
Like, it's not the dry rust, it's wet rust.
Did he throw it into a pool? What happened?
So, of course, I asked him, right? Very, very nicely, okay? I just asked him, sir, what happened here? And then, here's the thing. This old man is really, really nice and really, really patient, so I don't want to scold him,
Yeah.
right? But what he told me makes me go, but why? Because he said, oh, the laptop, I poured ice water on it.
Was it overheating?
No, that's why the laptop has a lot of rust, because he thought overheating laptop means pour ice water on it.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Did he think it was overheating and that was the solution?
Yes, he's back then. It's one of those old people. I don't know what the I don't know what the English word for it is, but it's gaptek, I think. So
Yeah.
thankfully he is very nice. So I carefully explained to him, you cannot do this. Unfortunately, it is much cheaper to buy a new laptop than asking me to fix this because it could take weeks.
You just dry the laptop.
Thankfully he understood. Right? Thankfully he understood. So he bought a new laptop, case closed, and that is actually one of the more tame stories that I had to handle with. It's
I
just
can imagine.
you know.
Old man moment.
Yeah. Anyway, that's just one of the tales which makes me go, please don't let me work retail again.
Have to be very patient. I actually worked in like training, and my usual like training, like there's like training programs, and I have to be the one looking for the finding participants and stuff. And most of my like customers, or most of the people participating, were like very old people, so I have to be very patient when dealing with them. Or people who
Right, of course.
Or people who work in like grassroots, like in organizations. So I have to be like very patient when talking with them, because sometimes it can be like quite difficult, especially because I'm also in charge of like technical issues during like presentations, and they cannot access this, they cannot access that, they have a hard time navigating this and that. So I have to be very patient.
Yeah, I can imagine. Right.
Such a good experience, such a funny experience sometimes.
Anyway, what made you decide to pick about Mecha talk as a topic today, by the way? I mean, I know that your guest is a Mecha, but I think you also told me that you never had this topic for a conversation before.
Yeah, well, that's exactly it though, because you're a Mecha, and I don't know much about the mecha world, because it's like on this channel, or at least on my streams, like I always advocate for like knowledge. So if people don't know things, you can go and learn new things. You know, some things are just really cool and really great, and it's always so nice to learn. So the mecha world, at least, is like a world that I'm not very familiar with. So I think it'd be great if we can talk about it, or if we can like dive into this kind of topic, because it's like I'm learning going in blind. You know, the closest thing I've talked about mecha is me doing my little Gundam kit, and even that was like I didn't know how to build Gundam, but after that I was like, oh, this is how you build Gundam, something like that. So this is an educational stream.
Yes, because building a Gundam can be a bit of an experience, especially if it's your first time, right? Although after your first one, then the ones that comes after is probably pretty much easier for you to handle, hopefully, if you choose to build more, right? But since you are wanting to know more in this particular knowledge, well, where would you like to begin?
I guess I actually want to know, like, what made you interested in like mecha in the first place, right? Because it's like it's your brand now, basically, and you'd have to have some, you know, really, you'd have to have some sort of love for mecha to want to have it as a brand or original IP, right? So I was interested, like, why you, in your perspective, why you were interested in it.
It was a combination of many things. The first being, while VTubing, I noticed that there is a huge market for. I mean, you notice like how plenty of male VTubers are basically these really good-looking avatars, right? Yeah, the one who looks like they are either an ikemen or they are straight out of an otome game.
Yeah.
The problem is, while I acknowledge those are really cool designs, they just do not resonate with me. If I were to be, if I were to be a very, say, nicely designed, handsome guy, right? I mean, sure, I will probably gain a lot of viral moments, especially with how the model looks like, right? But I might probably cultivate an audience that I never really could share passion together with, because especially because remember when I say it's a combination of many different factors, right? And there are actually some people questioning, Gold, with your voice like that, how come you don't choose a more ikemen model?
Yeah, I'd imagine that question would come up often.
Right? I mean, it actually comes up more than you think, actually. I mean, it cultivates into a point where I was once in a guest star for another streamer.
Yeah.
Right? And basically their audience is something along the lines of ikemen lover.
Yeah, I can imagine. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Like their topic of conversation was something along the lines of Twisted Wonderland and such.
Huh? Twisted Wonderland?
Right?
Who?
Yeah.
Who?
Otome game.
Who?
No, it was from the audience, not the VTuber.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. But
false alarm.
Yeah, I am sorry, but then right, one of the audience straight up told the host VTuber, whom I happen to be a guest on, something along the lines of, I never pay attention to mecha before, but apparently this mecha with very manly voice made me doki doki. I was like, oh.
You know? Makes sense nowadays. Makes sense. Would.
Yeah. Bro.
So, I mean, that's today's word, no? Anything that moves. A very nice voice.
Yeah.
Would.
I yeah. Yeah, I think if the audience saw my actual model instead of my chibi model, right? They might have an idea as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. And my moderator is here saying, "Goal is a National Geographic narrator." Heh. Sorry. And that too. It's actually a running joke between me and one of my moderators, right? Mm-hmm. All I have to do is just get close to the microphone, and go something like, "The Colombian turtles live in the Colombian Sea in attempt to migrate for the summer." You know, things like that, basically. So, plus, sorry, I was getting very derailed, but yeah, with a combination of that and the fact that from the very beginning as a child, I do like giant robots, right? Because it's just something that I really enjoy, but it's also something of a, well, many years ago, it's basically a dying genre because the anime shonen genre is all about, you know, action and swords and all of that, right? Giant robots used to be a very popular genre in the 70s and 80s, but I guess every genre will have its time, right? And memories. So it kind of died out at the end of the 90s, with around the early 2000s trying for the last throttle of it, and arguably between 2000 until 2020-ish. Sorry, no, between the year 2000 and 2010-ish, right? The giant robot genre is being hard carried by the Gundam franchise. Because at that time, right, people identify giant robot as Gundams, so all giant robot must be Gundams, which is not true.
Right.
The giant robot I grew up on are mostly 70s, 80s Japanese anime, right? That was retold in Indonesian television channels back then, like in Indosiar and all that. They used to be a show called Getter Robo.
Sounds familiar.
Yes, it sounds very familiar. And many other giant robot shows back then. And as a child, every Sunday morning, I'll be watching cartoons like this. And basically, the way they do stick with me until, well, at this old age, basically. Right? But that's about it, really. I knew that if I ever became a VTuber back then, I don't want to become an etiquette man. I want to be this manly giant robot. Because when people see giant robot, I believe they should get inspired, right?
I mean, nowadays with a lot of like robot or robot adjacent characters, I'll mention maybe like or not even robot adjacent, just like non-humanoid. I'll say, and I don't play these games, these are the ones that I think are popular. Sam and Svarok from Honkai Star Rail. I know those two are super popular. And then there's the whole, I don't remember the series name, but it's the one where the pilot and the mecha fell in love and they're both dudes. I don't know the name, I don't remember, but it's that one. And then there's also like I like how you immediately clocked in which one it is. And then there's also like probably there are other more examples, but I know that a lot of like non-humanoid or mecha like characters are getting much more love nowadays in all shapes and forms. So I think it's like, I think it might make another, maybe like a rise in popularity later, especially with the success of what's it called? G-Witch, is it? Mercury?
There was G-Witch, right, and there were many other giant robot series that are coming up all of a sudden right
Yeah.
now, which
Yeah.
is on which is honestly surprising, right? Considering that even to celebrate the return of this genre, there is a guy in Japan, right?
Right.
His name is Obari Masami. Right, you probably heard of his name before. If you don't, it's fine. He is considered, even amongst giant robot fans, to be the godfather of giant robots, because a lot of the things we watch as a kid is probably animated by him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think it was earlier this year actually. He came back with a new series, which is very much his style. Okay, and he did it in a very funny way actually. Last year he announced that he is coming back to the giant robot genre, and he wants to make a military style robot anime.
Okay.
Okay, and the thing is, his work is, say, to further explain this, within the giant robot genre, there are, you can separate them into two subcategories, namely real robot and super robot, right?
Okay.
The difference being real robot is a very grounded style of mechanics, to which at least the actions they do are ponderous with purpose and believable, at least by the standards of present-day technology, right? A super robot, on the other hand, is a robot that you often see in cartoons to do absolutely super things, defying every law of physics and reality possible. The one where the protagonist screams their attack and their fist turns into rockets. They have entire laser beams from their chests, and if the mecha spins, they become a giant hurricane. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. In case if you're asking, I belong in the super robot category as my VTuber persona, basically.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so Obari Masami was known for developing and designing super robot anime. Right? So for him to announce that he wants to do a military mecha series, right? To a lot of the fans is just basically him saying, oh, so he's finally going to stick for realism because the world today is all about realism.
Right.
Right? Then when the first trailer for his new anime dropped, right? 70s giant robot opening style. The main mecha is red and white with striking colors, screams and shouts his attack names, and sings his own theme song.
The classic.
Yeah, and I was there, right?
Okay.
7 in the morning in Japan, absolutely flabbergasted. I was like half awake with coffee in hand, and then my moderator Falco showed me the opening trailer, and I was like, what the hell?
Oh my god.
Yes. And here's the thing, right? This is something that you might be interested in, because
Okay.
okay.
Oh.
You might be interested in this, okay? So yes. So the anime is called Bang Braven.
Wait,
Right.
I've heard of that anime.
Exactly. Yes, it's by Obari Masami.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
And here's the thing. Obari Masami, even in his age, he adheres to this golden rule of giant robot shows.
Okay.
Which is, giant robot and hot women are inseparable.
Okay. Okay.
So, Obari Masami, despite being in his 50s, has a lot of female fans because he is just that cool.
Yes, as he should.
Right? So, What happens when you have a lot of female fans?
You need more male characters, I guess. I don't know.
You need to give more fan service for the female fans. So Bang Braven is full of yaoi innuendo.
Wait, maybe that is the anime I was talking about with the Mecha pilot having something going on.
Is that the one?
I think so. Wait, let me Google it. I think it might be
Go
because
for
that one just came out. I think that anime.
While I am not big on this particular yaoi thing myself, but because he made it so funny.
Oh yeah,
right?
it is.
I couldn't help. Yeah, I couldn't help but like, okay, this is actually very funny.
It is. Oh my god. Okay.
Yes, I believe that's the one. Yeah, that is by Obari Masabi,
Oh,
the
okay.
godfather of giant robots.
No.
Right.
Good for him. Good for him.
Yes. And
Oh my god.
since you are talking about it, that means you have seen the ending.
I don't know. I only saw the little umbrella on the beach, and then I was like, gay mecha and pilot, good for them, I guess.
Okay. If you are into this genre, just look at the ending. Look at the ending music video. That's all I have to say.
Okay, I'll write it down. Hold on. Look at Bang Raven ending. Like the ending music video, right?
Yes, not just the ending song. There is an actual music video for ending.
Oh no, I was thinking like the ending of the anime. That's why I was asking. Okay, I have written it down. I will watch it.
Okay, hang on. A viewer of mine is asking. Nikkei, the mobile game, did an Evangelion collab with the EVA unit. Can it still be considered Evangelion or just Angelion?
Angelion.
Honestly, that's my first time hearing it too. I mean,
yeah, they're doing a
I
collab.
know Honkai Star Rail is doing a collab with Fate Stay Night, and that sent people I know into a frenzy. Right? I know Nikkei did a collab with Nier Automata before, but Nikkei collabing with EVA because they want to see the plug suit ladies, Asuka and Rei in Nikkei art is. I get it. I kind of get it.
Yeah. I mean, they are popular characters, so.
Yes, but why not the Eva? Though I am incapable of answering that question.
I
because,
don't know.
Yeah. Even as someone who enjoys the mecha genre itself, right? Sometimes there comes a time where you just have to smile and nod at the absurdity of things.
Yeah, I mean, it's there. I mean, wait, actually, one of the most key points of Nikkei is you have to have a nice butt. So, does it ever have a nice butt? I haven't watched Evangelion, by the way, so I must ask. Don't crucify me.
If you have a bodysuit fetish, I guess yes.
Oh, okay. I see.
Because EVA pilots use full bodysuits. You know, the one that shows off the curves. So maybe some people are into that.
I see.
Yeah.
I think one of the characters for the collab isn't in a bodysuit though. It's the what's her name? Misaka or something?
Hey?
The older lady. I don't know her name.
Misato.
Close enough.
Okay, if it's Misato, then yeah, I get it. She's basically everybody's first MILF crush.
Oh, okay, sir.
Yeah. All you have to do is just Google Misato Evangelion, you'll understand.
No, I've seen her preview on Nikkei. That's why I remember her.
Yeah. She's basically everybody's first MILF crush, at least from my generation. So I get it.
I see.
I
Okay.
get it.
I'm not not judging. I'm just like, okay.
No. But she became one of the Nikkei characters. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, I believe so. So it's like, it's
do
me.
do excuse my language, but wow, people are hornier than what I expected. I mean, what?
It's Nikkei. It's. I mean, it has good story, but it's like, it's a fan service game, obviously. The three, the three were like Misato, Asuka, and Rei, I think, that were selected.
Okay. Honestly, I am the last person who should be criticizing fan service because
Bruh.
I know I am using them. So
I'm just sitting, okay, sir, alright. In front of my chicken wings, alright. Alright, Goldie, I see you. Man. Are you looking it up? Are you looking it up right now?
Nah. All I can say to you is ngacha.
Looks away. I don't have a lot of fan service. Excuse you.
But anyway, yeah. Where were we at?
Think it was your viewer asking something.
Yes.
Like, is it technically
we
Evangelion if it's just the pilots in the collab, or is it just
I
Leon?
guess yes. It kind of fits, yes, because at this point, with so much franchises doing cross collab with each other, right, and people having their own storylines for when multiverses clash with one another, right? At this point, my best advice would be we should just stop thinking and just enjoy it for what it is. If you don't like it, then yeah, gitu deh.
Yeah, don't get if you don't like it, then leave it.
kurang lebih gitu, just like that basically.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. You wanna ask me some things? Yippee.
Yeah, do you a viewer of mine wanted to ask you, I think actually, since you are in the subject of giant robots or super robots like that, do you have a particular favorite?
I mean, like I said, I'm very new to the genre.
Yeah.
And I haven't even watched Evangelion, so you can guess my knowledge in robots there.
But yes, in this case, normally my best advice would be what looks really cool to you can be your favorite based on design alone, and you can be forgiven because of it. Because super robots are basically just based on the rule of if it looks cool, then it sticks with me. It's just the rule of cool at this point. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess I can tell the story of like when I got my first Gundam then. Cause I picked the Gundams myself, right? So during that time, like, nearby my house, we do have like a Gundam like store where you can like get tools and stuff like that, as well as like kits. And I remember, and also there was on that day I was gonna get one for my sister on her birthday, and then there was a dead body, but that's another story for another time.
The what?
Dead body. Anyways, a story for another time. Okay. And then I remember going in, and I didn't even know what to like talk. I didn't know what to pick. So I think I asked like the viewers, like, for a first timer, which Gundam would you recommend? And they said you should get an HD one. And I'm like, what is HD, right? So I find out like Gundams have like grades, right, based on complexity and stuff. And and then high grade, I think it's like it's pretty complex, like not very beginner friendly. So so
Yes.
so I was being trolled, and I didn't know that, right? And then luckily there was the owner there, and he was like, okay, so who told you, who sent you, who told you to get the high grade one? And I'm like, I don't know. I know nothing about Gundam, because this was for Donaton during the time, the activity. So I finally like, he told me, he recommended me, like, I forgot what it was called, but he recommended to choose the one I thought was the coolest, and I chose the one. I forgot the name of the model, but I think it became a joke in the local Indonesian community because of how expensive it was, or how much sculpting there was. I was unaware of that. I think it was the Mercury Witch one. I forgot which version though.
Mercury Witch one.
Or G Witch. I forgot. the name.
Okay.
And I think that one is
Okay.
that was my first, and I guess that's still my favorite. Cause she my first one.
Like, I know you said something about it being expensive, but what grade was it?
Oh fuck, I don't remember. It was like a
Was it
lower.
HG?
It was a lower grade. I think it was like very beginner friendly.
Ah, okay. But then they said hang on.
Oh,
They mentioned something about it being expensive.
it was sculpt, I think, when it first came out. Like, a lot of people were looking for it, so they kind of did. I don't know. There was like kind of a situation going on in Indonesia, at least. I think this is it. I think it's called the Gundam Aerial Rebuild. I think that might be the one I have. I sent to you. He's thinking, which one is that?
No.
That
Could
is HD actually.
Could
My bad.
could you repeat what you just said? Aerial rebuild.
Aerial Rebuild. I sent you the photo. I think it's that one. It is HD. My bad. I think I was trying to take another. Oh, are you okay?
Oh,
Goldie?
you sweet summer child. Oh, you sweet summer child. No wonder.
Huh? I think I.
Okay. So, where do I begin? Right.
Okay, wait.
So,
I gotta send it to the group so everybody knows which one I'm talking about.
yeah, I saw this picture, and a box of this is in my room currently, waiting to be built. Right. But here's the thing that probably people might have not warned you about when it comes to purchasing a model kit like this, right?
Oh, what is it?
Within the model making community, and it's not necessarily just Gundam in general, right? And I think I think it happens through across all collection communities as well, because hobbies like this tend to have a lot of scalpers.
Oh, yeah. I think that was explained. Fortunately, I've got this for pretty cheap, not too expensive.
Yes, you say it was you say you bought it pretty expensively.
No, I said like a lot of people joke of how expensive it was. I think I got it for 200-ish.
Oh, I think they probably say it was expensive,
Like,
right?
yeah,
because they were
goreng.
looking at the scalp. They were looking at the scalp prices, because 200,000 when you compare it to the actual price in Japan isn't so bad, because this at retail this is roughly around 2,000 yen when it first came out.
Oh, okay,
But but Japan is one thing a different place of selling entirely, because what happened in Japan here, right? In order to prevent mass scalpers in general, right? They have added a lot of countermeasures to make sure that only fans of the series will be able to buy, well, Gundam models, basically,
Right.
right? So the thing is there are a lot of scalpers, and it's not just, and most people think that scalpers only come from mainland China, right? The truth is there's Thai scalpers, there's
Yeah.
Vietnamese scalpers, there's literally, I mean, even Indonesian have their own scalpers.
Yeah.
All they have to do is just bring this. So maybe a model that is priced at 200,000 rupiah can become 1 juta.
Yeah,
That was
that was an
case.
issue, I think.
That was the issue. No, the price is never 1 juta. It's at least a fifth of it. So 200,000 is honestly a much more
Yeah.
reliable price. Of course, counting the fact that it has to be imported.
Yeah, right.
But you know,
Importance.
the sense of ownership, the sense of collectability, the sense of being the first to get the model is what make a lot of people fall victim to scalpers, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Right. That's why at least when I try getting my model kits back when I was still in Indonesia, I do it by being introduced to a friend of another friend who introduced me to a reseller who, even though he charged like say transportation fees, it's not as cutthroat as placing 1 juta rupiah on essentially a high grade class plastic model kit, which is stupid.
Yeah, no,
Right.
yeah, I get it,
So-
because I was very surprised to see that there was that kind of situation. Because this guy, I know this person has been selling Gundam for years, because I always see this store even when I was like in high school, and even before high school. So this has been a very old, standing store. And when he asked me to pick which one, and when I picked that one in particular, he asked me very carefully, were you asked by your viewers to pick this one? And I didn't know the situation. I was just saying, like, if I remember, it's around 230, 40-ish. I remember he said, like, ini pasti disuruh your viewer ya. And I was like confused, because I honestly just picked that box because it looked pretty. I didn't know the whole scalping situation. And I was like, no, I just want this box. And then the moment I bought it, I think they were doing like a Shopee Live, and someone asked for that particular model because that one I think was very popular during the time, and I got the last
Oh
box.
yes, it was. Oh yes, it was, because it is the final mecha used by the main protagonist, Ariel
Yeah.
rebuild.
Yeah.
Yes.
My friend told me.
So that's why it's very popular. Like, they were selling the model kit for the pilot, not the mecha, by the way. Like, the pilot name is Suleta Mercury, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And
I know her.
on the day when model kits of Suleta Mercury entered the shelves, right? I went back from my class and went to the shop which sells them as fast as I could. Like the moment, but I cannot come there early because I have class,
Right.
right? And even the shop says we have 1,000 units for sale. Okay, and I came there 1 hour late, right?
Yeah.
1,000 units are gone.
Oh my
Basically.
god. Okay.
So yeah, that's why
Wow.
people do take model kit. People do take model kit collecting very seriously. But if this is your first one, then not so bad actually. I think you did say that you pick it because it looks pretty, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not it might be because I'm very normie in this situation, so I was like, I picked this one because it looks pretty. I picked this one because it looked pretty, and I wanted to do a model kit, and
No.
I highly underestimated how long building one would take.
Oh no, you are fine. For first timers, building your first high grade can be very daunting, right? Not to mention, I think you probably come across many problems of when you are trying to cut out the parts for the very first time as well. I suppose.
Not really, because thankfully the owner of the shop he helped me like pick out tools and stuff that I might or might not need, and then kind of like taught
that's
me.
good.
But he was a very good person. Like he very much helped me during my first. I did tell him it was my first time building, so he really helped me like pick out stuff. I even still have like paint. Like a paint ink bottle that he to this day I have not painted the lines on my Gundam because I was too scared I would ruin it or something. But he was very helpful. It's just like it was mostly because I was just very slow at first, and it's like I don't want it to break, so I was just like very slow, and it took me I think a total of 5 to 6 hours stream in one sitting to finish it.
You sat down and stream it for 5 to 6 hours.
I think so, yeah.
That is very commendable. Damn.
Yeah.
I normally take my sweet time doing a model after, like, if I were to be seated down right now and just open a box and do a model from start to finish, it will probably take me 2 days. Not because I don't want to rush and see the completed model, but because I take my sweet time doing it. Like, to be patient, you know.
Yeah. I was actually very patient. It was very soothing. So I guess it was kind of like a form of like relaxation or something. So it's like cut.
It is.
Put together.
It
cut,
is.
cut. Yippee!
One of the best things in model kit building like this when hearing the parts that are supposed to go together click at a place, and yes, that is a nice trigger.
It is so nice.
It's a nice voice trigger, right? But occasionally, right, you do have to be careful, because when sometimes you click, you realize that the parts is not supposed to go there. And you have to pry it open, and it can become a nightmare.
I think
it happened to me before.
I think I had that issue a few times during the NA. Thankfully, I am a graduate of the IKEA furniture assembly team, so it's not that difficult at the very least.
Okay, all right. You're fine. If you can assemble IKEA furniture, you can do Gundam model. No problem.
No problem. That's probably
no problem.
that's probably why I took like 5 to 6 hours in one sitting.
Okay, that makes sense now. All right.
God.
Anybody who can assemble IKEA furniture can do Gundam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I grew up with it too.
Yeah, that means you know what to do next.
No. Oh, actually, I was surprised at the price of Gundam because of.
Okay.
I'm not a rich person, but because of how cheap it was. Cause I was thinking like for like the general average, right? Not like thinking of limited edition stuff. Cause I assumed that one set would be like 300, 400, because I'm used to I collect figurines, and I collect like Idia merch, if you've seen my Tower of Idia, and the price is like very, especially figurine, it's very so it's like I thought that would be like the average price for like Gundam, but it turned out to be much more accessible than I anticipated. So I'm like, yeah, I get why people build Gundams then. Like, it's one of the more accessible hobbies.
Yeah, people normally look down on model kit making until they try it themselves, and then they just get it.
Yeah, it's a form of therapy. I was just worried that I wouldn't be able to understand all the robots that existed. 1, 2, I was just worried I might break my Gundam, because I thought you had to glue like the Gundam together. But it turns out you can just click them together, and I was like, oh, thank God, I don't have to deal with nightmare glue, except for like maybe certain figures.
The whole point. Yes, they are designed so that they click parts together, and you don't have to use glue, with special exceptions on older generation models. That one you do require glue.
I can imagine. Yeah, Gunpla therapy, everyone.
Gunpla therapy indeed. Yes.
Yeah. I think I think my first exposure to Gumpla was when I was playing not playing when I was watching Keroro Gunso. Cause that's the main character. Keroro's main hobby was like playing, building those things, right? So I was like, oh, why does he enjoy it so much for an alien? And now
Keroro
I know.
Gunso.
Keroro Gunso. Revealing my age.
No, it's okay. When you mention Keroro Gunso, I think I feel my spine creaking. I'm just going over here. Oh god, I'm old because I know what Keroro Gunso is.
Oh, reveal our old people age.
Oh god, no.
Oh my god. To be honest, the mom, I guess, like in Keroro Gunso is probably my first MILF exposure.
Oh.
You look her up. Look her up.
Actually, yeah, you're right. How does the mother in Keroro Gunso, you say?
Yeah, I think her name is Aki.
Okay, look. Akihina. I can see why.
You can? Oh no.
Yes.
You.
I can see why. Okay, I can see why many people. Yeah, I can see why many people will be into this character. Okay, then wow.
Oh my god. Oh, one of my viewers said you should try buying metal build Gundams. There's metal build Gundams?
Be very careful. Metal builds are basically those with only people with money can buy that. So just be careful. So I think your viewer is trying. So your viewer is probably trying to poke things at you again.
Stop
no,
it.
even I don't touch metal build because the reason why I talked about scalpers earlier, right? Basically it's just another form of model kits, right? But it has such refined high definition, basically.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah,
So even I don't touch metal build because those are for see, there's people with money who buy Gunpla model kits, right? And then there's people with money.
Oh, what
like
the heck?
Serious cash.
I just saw one and I think I wanted to die. 48 juta? Am I looking at the right one?
Now do you understand?
Oh my god.
That's why I say people with serious cash buys metal build.
What the fuck? It does
And
look
I think
good, though.
48 juta is also the scalp price, by the way. So.
Oh my god. I mean, I'm looking at the design. It does look very good, but it's like, what am I looking at?
Yeah, I don't even touch that. Don't worry. I don't touch it.
Average retail price is 5 juta. Okay, it's okay. It's not as a shocking price. Again, my background is in figure and figurines, and I've seen the prices for figure and figurines. So, if I say...
What kind of figure and figurines?
Let's see. Funnily enough, I'm not very big fans of Nendoroids. I'm more of a PVC kind of like collector. But it's also like, I like side characters, so it's like, it's very rare to find their PVC. I just ordered an Idia one a few months ago, I think. Last month, so it should come by like next month. And that one was like, how much was it? I think it was 5.
Oh, you root for side characters.
I just happen to like them. And also, the merch is cheaper. But except for Idia. Idia is so expensive. I want to kill that guy. I had to buy a doll for him. I mean, my viewer bought it for me, thankfully. It's 600,000. Mati gue.
Waduh.
I'm just glad I wasn't the one who bought it.
I get it. Because I root for side characters as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mm-mm.
in my room here, I basically have, thanks to the
Yeah.
VTuber craze, right? I
Mm.
basically root for the less popular VTubers, which are which are from major companies, right? But it's like when everybody is for Oli or Marin or like that,
Mm.
or
Mm.
like the other characters like Pekora and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I have a Shiranui Flare.
I have no idea who that is. Let me look her up. Look them up.
Hololive Shiranui Flare. Not
Oh,
much people talk
Shiranui.
about her.
How
Yes.
how do you write the last name?
Shiranui Flare, as in Flare.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
she's tan like me. Yippee! I'm very happy.
I can I can hear your yippee until your mic broke, by the way. So that must be a very loud yippee.
It is soft, but I think I got very high. My voice got very high. It broke.
Yeah, I think you might like her actually, because yeah, she's for the lack of a better word, she is I think the similar shade as you.
Yeah, she
Maybe.
tan like me. I'm a little darker, but we're like same range, I think. Yay! I was really sad because there's not a lot of tan VTubers, especially in corporate area. So
There is, but unfortunately not many of them.
yeah, there's not a lot. There is, but there's not a lot. Come on, guys, create demand. I'm right here. Oh, okay. But Flare-chan is not the least. I mean, it doesn't have to be the least popular. It could be like, talents that don't get as much spotlight as their mates.
Yes. I mean, because Spotlight is after all made by the fans,
Yeah.
right? So number of fans equals Spotlight.
Mm,
While
mm.
she may not be the least popular, but not enough spotlight, if you ask me.
Right.
It's a bit sad because she's this really adorable elf, and I anyway.
Bombastic
Uh,
side eye.
Yes, yes. Yes, go on.
But but I'd say like in terms of collecting at least, I'm very happy to like I don't really mind if my characters are popular or not. Most of it because if it's a side character, the merch is usually much cheaper. But also, like it's always like such a happy feeling when I'm at a con or something, and then there's like if I'm going by, and I see like this merch of my favorite side character, I'm like, oh my god, I found a merch of my favorite side character, and I immediately buy it. Because it's like the only one. I actually have a character I really like right now. During TF kemarin, he only has one merch from one booth, like one singular merch, and I bought that because I was so happy. One merch, and I was so happy. I came home, I took a photo, I mentioned the artist, and I said, I am very happy that you made merch of him because he only has one merch, and I bought it.
Waduh.
And they were like very happy to hear. I'm sorry, I'm just very happy to find merch of rare characters. Idia doesn't count. Idia is actually semi-popular or pretty popular.
No, it's fine. I kind of get it, right?
Yeah.
It's a bit like me and obscure mecha anime titles as well. You know?
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of mecha shows over there, right? Obviously published by Japan, right?
Yeah.
And some would would get attention of popular culture, like titles such as Mazinger or Getter Robo, like that. Occasionally, though, you just have this mecha anime, which personally, even though it has certain flaws and everything, they don't really get enough spotlight, even though on its own they have their own unique characteristics.
Yeah,
Right.
I get it.
And since a viewer asked earlier about what your favorite mecha show might be, and you answered with this aerial rebuild, right? I think it's also my turn to answer this question,
Sure.
because if I have to name one mecha anime that I would highly recommend people to watch, including you, by the way,
Oh, okay.
is this anime called Daiguard?
Daika?
No, Daiguard. Guard.
Daiguard?
So basically DAI, die, right?
Okay, hold on. Let me write it down.
And okay, it's DAI, right? Yes. And guard.
Guard as in guard.
Yes. One of my viewers got over there. Yes, that's the writing correct. Daiguard, right? So
Okay.
yeah. So in Daiguard, right? The genre, as I explained earlier, is also super robot, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
But in this particular case, Daiguard is super robot question mark.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Why would that be?
Because the story itself is pretty funny. Hence, I put it in the category of super robot question mark like this. Now, remember when I told you earlier that super robots are basically giant robots with the capability of doing these very amazing things, like spinning their entire body into a typhoon and all that jazz, right? So, Daiguard is marketed as a super robot show.
Right.
Okay, and the piloting crew, okay, is basically a team of Japanese salarymen.
Can you repeat that? My headphone said my battery is low.
Sorry, but yeah, Daiguard is piloted by a crew of Japanese salarymen.
Oh my god, you know what? Immediately checking it out. I'm sorry, I have an affinity for Japanese salarymen as characters.
Oh my god, okay. So, okay, wow, you're
It's so niche. It's so niche, but I like it so much. I don't know why. It looks so fun.
And the funny part is basically in terms of salarymen, right? They're a company who sells security products, right? And as part of their security mascot venture, the company invested on a working giant robot, right?
Okay.
But the point of the show is that because even though giant robots look awesome, right, front and center, but a Japanese company is a Japanese company because the upkeep cost of maintaining a giant robot is stupid expensive.
Right.
Right? So because of that, the giant robot made by the company is left on a near state of derelict and basically unattended and not in maintenance. And the only time the company ever takes it out is to put it on display to promote the company brand, basically. Now, technically, by the laws of the company, they have an actual super robot crew who have been taught every day to, have pilot training, read the manual, and all of that jazz. But they never saw action. And they live their days like a everyday Japanese salaryman, right? Until at least in episode 1. Until at least in episode 1, suddenly alien invasion.
Oh my god, I'm attacking.
Yes, so suddenly alien invasion. So our main character, right, a serious but energetic Japanese salaryman, decided it's time to pilot the giant robot. Okay,
Yippee!
But the thing is, the giant robot has been, remember, as I said, has been left in disrepair for years.
Oh no.
He can start it up, but the fuel in the mecha only lasts for like a few minutes. Plus, because the mecha is only taken out for display, they didn't install any weapons in it.
Okay.
So, what did the MC says? Daijobu! Panchi ga suru! I will beat him with a punch! And he did.
You know what? Good for him. Good for him.
Yes, but here's the funny part, right? And finally, about I think 2 or 3 episodes in, right?
Yeah.
this is one part that made me laugh really loud. I think my dom mistress just banged on my door, "Woi tidur!" like that, because I was watching it while I was in the student dom.
Okay.
Right? So, if you watch enough giant robot anime, right? One of their signature moves is called a rocket punch. Basically, when their fist comes flying with
Right.
jet fuel behind them, right? So, one day upon fighting one of the, alien monster of the week in this case, right? Because it's a floating flying alien and none of the weapons of Daigat could reach them, okay? So the MC suggested we should use a rocket punch. But then everybody says, "What rocket punch? We don't have it installed. Do you have any idea how expensive it is?" And blah 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 and all that. Right? But then the MC says, "Don't worry, we use improvised rocket punch." So what did he do? Right? He ripped off one of the mecha's arms, scream rocket punch, and throw it at the floating alien.
Oh my god. Okay.
Right? The alien died. Right?
Uh-huh.
Now the thing is, rocket punches always return to the mecha after it blow up an opponent.
Right.
This one of course doesn't, because he throw it, right?
Okay.
So this giant robot fist, okay, landed in a baseball stadium.
Oh my god. Okay.
And the next scene is the company accountant screaming while counting on his calculator.
Oh, that's so relatable. Like collateral damage, right?
Yes. It's this kind of anime. Yeah, it's this kind of anime. You should.
I'll check it out.
You should check it out.
I'll
Yes, you
definitely
should
check it out. Let me look at my
Yeah.
chat. Hold on. Halo kakwe pai. Meow. There's a cat on my stream. Apa kabar? Kabar baik. Okay. Someone said
Wow.
ada cat orange namanya, tapi dia putih. Gimana dong? Someone said, Sijati said Eureka 7 is underrated. And then Cranial Burst. I've heard of the name, I just don't know which one it is. I thought it was a game for some reason. And then X21 said, if you like model kits, I recommend Kotobukiya's Zoid series. It is bigger than most Kumplas and the detail is so good. What do you think? Because I don't know that series.
Zoids is a mecha anime, but instead of bipedal humanoid mechas, right? They are based on animals.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
Yeah, animal mechas, but just be careful because you are now in the Gundam rabbit hole or starting to.
Oh no.
Right? Zoid is a completely different franchise than Gundam and it has its own rabbit hole. After you watch one Zoid anime, you want to watch another one.
Oh no. No, please, my brain is so little.
And the Zoid anime and Zoid series and Zoid model kits also have a higher proportion of female fans compared to Gundam. So
Okay.
there is something that attracts the ladies, so I just want to tell you, be careful when you choose to look at Zoids.
Okay. I'll let you know what it is that is the appeal of Zoids, I guess.
Yeah, I don't understand why a lot of lady friends I know they don't like Gundam, but they will talk about Zoids non-stop for some reason.
I don't know. I mean, animal cute?
I guess.
It looks like an old
Like-
series from what I'm seeing.
It is, right, it is. Because Mecha Anime Rabbit Hole, well, if I were to begin explaining, I think it will be a new stream entirely because there's a
Oh my
lot to
God.
begin with. Yeah.
We're not getting out of... Oh, it's because if I'm looking at it right now, almost like 80% of the cast is male. In the Zoids.
That could be why.
So that could be why. Like, there's only one female character I'm looking at the poster, at least, yeah? Sure, they're cute. Berserk Fur is the cutest one. Oh, which one is that? Berserk. fur. Hey, it is kind of cute. It looks like a... I don't know how to explain it. He looks very... He looks like a cyborg. He looks like the little toys that you would play in when you're younger. Yeah. I don't know how to explain it. It's like so 2000s if I have to explain it. Very 2000s imagery of futurism robots. It's cute.
Let me check my chat as well. But yeah, people here are also talking about that. People here are also talking about Daigat. It's basically an office sitcom but giant robot anime.
Oh my god, I will look into it. Simply because you had me at Japanese salaryman. I don't know, for me personally, I really like reading like manga or reading like series where there is a character who is like supposed to be or is derived of the Japanese salaryman. Like one of my favorite characters is like Nanami Kento, right? He's supposed to quote unquote be like the typical Japanese salaryman in his series, but it's like there's an appeal. There's an appeal.
You are not the first person who says they're into Nanami Kento. After I look at what he did, I can understand. I can understand why.
See, the thing
Saya
is,
sangat paham.
Yeah, see, the thing is, like, I liked him from the first season. So, not the last Shibuya season, which is very fair from what I've seen. I actually liked him from the first season because he's, like, a character where it's kind of, like, reliable. Like, he is rich, he is good with kids, he is on time, disciplined, and he has a very nice voice because... Praise the Lord for blessing with us with I forgot his VA suddenly, but you know, he's very cool there, right? And then season 2 is where all the scenes roll in and I'm like, the girls are eating tonight. The girls are eating tonight. So
is this the one where he grabs someone's hair?
Maybe. Anyway.
Because I saw that and then I didn't think much of it, right? Until the next day I woke up and I saw so many thirst posts for that particular scene, and it's mostly from the ladies, and it's also them saying, you know, that one Yu-Gi-Oh meme, it should have been me!
It should have been me to cause a real Shibuya incident.
And I'm just over there going,
wow. I don't know what happened because in like season 1 he was like he had a good build, but it wasn't as it wasn't as buff as compared to season 2. I don't know what happened in season 2, but they really literally said, you know what, let's spoil the girls for this one. Gege is for the girls, so let's give them what they want. Because I remember when he first came out, a lot of people said that Nanami was quote unquote like boring, and I didn't believe that. I'm a Nanami Kento originator believer. I just really liked the appeal of like this very level-headed, kind of like a teacher-esque, very cool but also very calm salaryman. And then season 2 rolled around and I'm like, the girls are eating well tonight. Delicious, fantastic, very demure.
I mean,
not very mindful.
I'm honestly just glad that anime actually do this, because after decades of fan service directed for men,
yes,
right? And
yes!
I've been thinking there should be something for the ladies too. I mean, there's more female anime fans, because we have seen decades of thirst trap for men, and I know this because I saw nearly all of them, right? And all I was thinking was, you know, make some for the ladies too. And then at least in recent new animes, when you make men who are literal thirst traps for the ladies, like there is I think there is one character that that made me think, damn, I wish I was a lady, right?
What is that?
Lloyd.
That is so true. I want to respect.
Spy X Family.
I want to respect
Lloyd.
your, but like Lloyd is so. He's fine as well. I don't know. I guess it was the era for like level-headed, handsome blonde men this past decade. I don't know what's going on. But also like another character I really like is Tatsu from The Way of the House Husband. I don't know. Maybe I just like house husbands. Maybe I like people taking care of people.
That guy. Yes.
He's so cool. And he's also voiced. The live action is also voiced by the same. Not the live action, but the promo is also voiced by the same. Kenjiro Suda, like the same seiyuu as Nanami. I have foresight.
Kenjiro Suda is one of those guys who can make straight men question themselves.
I have foresight in seeing handsome men. There's also another character. I don't think he's been animated yet. Also in Jujutsu Kaisen, his name is Higuruma. He probably has one of the best intro or like backstories in the series. He's really cool. You should look him up. He's really cool. And he's even more Japanese salaryman looking. He's looking, but he's actually a lawyer. So
I can see why. I guess yeah, your interest in Japanese salaryman. The specific one and need to see Japanese salaryman characters, right?
Yeah,
I see you. I can understand that, right?
You got me giggling.
In my particular case, right? Since you are already sharing what kind of things you are thirsting on,
I'm leaving.
Right? No, it's okay because now to make it fair, it's my turn.
Okay, wait.
Right.
Let me pee first. I want to pee.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Share, entertain the crew. You'll be shocked at my speech.
Entertain the group. Hi guys, how you doing? Almond has gone to bonjour. I am here to entertain. What would you guys like to know? Hi, how you doing? Mecha Origins. Oh yes, in the beginning there is Tetsujin 28. Yeah, that is correct.
Okay.
First question. Goldie, are you going to stream Gundam Breaker 4? If I have the money for it, yes.
Oh, is it a game?
I mean, it is. I am over here because the thing is, there will be new mecha games, right? And people will be like, "Go, are you going to stream this mecha game? Go, are you going to do this?" Because I understand it. Because as one of my selling points, I do play mecha games, right?
Right.
But the thing is, the world decided it's time for the grand comeback of mecha games as well. It's not just mecha anime. It's mecha games. So because the reason why I picked mecha games 2 years ago, because it was a niche, right? And I could balance it with my other favorite JRPGs.
And then,
you know,
suddenly...
suddenly the world decided, let's have mecha games fiesta, and then there was like one mecha game after another and another and another, and I'm like, my wallet can't keep up.
Please leave me alone.
Yeah, it's like, you know Toge Productions.
Yeah, they have Creek's front right now, right?
Yes, they have Creek's front tactics. I saved that in my wish list. Armored Core came up last year. I have that in my wish list. And then just a few weeks ago, I was playing the beta test for this brand new game called Mecha Brick, which is really, really good. And I'm just like, okay, I am pre-ordering this too. And then suddenly they are saying there's going to be an Armored Core movie coming in Amazon Prime. And and I'm just... oh no.
Well, at least you'll never run out of content. Yippee!
Capek.
Man, let's see. But so far, Armored Core 4 has the best gameplay for mecha game. Tried Mecha Break before, and it's also good.
Yeah. I think he's saying Armored Core 6. Mecha Brick is really good. And hang on, actually what he's saying. Don't forget Warhammer live action. Yeah, the Amazon Prime also has a Warhammer episode, which is another franchise I am into. That is another rabbit hole if I want to talk about Warhammer.
God.
Yeah. And asking, have you not played Armored Core 6 yet? I have priorities. Like, I haven't finished Baldur's Gate 3, come on!
Oh, you're playing Baldur's Gate? I haven't played it. My sister wants to play it, but it's too pricey for me.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I mean, to be fair, I'm saying it's too pricey for me because I don't usually play those games.
Oh, if somebody buy it for you, you should go for it. It's one of those RPGs that will make you forget what sunlight is.
Oh no, please. I'm already perishing from building Gundam kits. Don't let me die. I need my sleep.
Do you like a good story writing?
I don't know. I have to ask my experience of playing Ace Attorney and Professor Layton for that.
Yeah, if you like good story writing, then Baldur's Gate 3 is for you.
I'll try. I mean, if someone gets me the game, I'll definitely play it. But I'm just worried. I just haven't gotten to the point where I want to buy it because it's still very pricey for me, personally. But it is a good game from what I've seen. Yes.
I see. Yes.
Yes.
Where were we?
Where were we? I went to get a piss. I went back. I'm surprised you didn't comment on that. Because every time I go to the toilet and go back, everybody who guests here is like, "Are you back already? That's so fast." Naya accused me of being like, I didn't flush or something. I'm like, I did.
I don't make fun of people who do toilet break because this might not seem like it, but this is going to be something new for my viewers as well. But because I'm a mecha, right?
Yeah.
I don't tell my viewers I take toilet breaks. I told them I'm going to go press the bonjour button.
Oh, okay. It's very different from
For reasons. For reasons, basically. Yeah. But it's also because I kind of take digestive stuff very seriously.
Okay.
So that's why I don't make fun of people in a way like, did you wash your hands? Are you sure? Did you wash the back of your hands? and stuff like that. It's maybe fun for some people, but because it's not for me, so I don't do it. You know?
I think the best way for me, whenever someone says like, you were really fast. Did you actually go piss? I'm like, yeah. What do you want me to do? Go piss slower? Like, how am I supposed to piss slower?
I think I saw this one streamer, right, whose running joke was, "Nah, I don't need to wash my hands are clean," and all that jazz, right? It's a very old streamer, so it's from the early days of Twitch TV.
Oh my god. The way you said Twitch TV makes it already feel very old.
Oh god, did I just dock my age?
Because I know almost everybody calls it Twitch, so you specifically said Twitch TV makes it like...
Yeah, because back then the URL was twitch.tv, so I always call it as Twitch TV.
Yeah.
Like that. If any of the viewers here know that I mentioned, say, a streamer named Phantom Blood, then that will really dox my actual age.
I mean, you just did.
Ah, shit. Yeah.
Dang, I don't know that name at all.
One of my viewers is saying Justin TV. Nah, try Gambit TV.
That feels familiar.
Yeah, it's very old.
Oh
very,
my god.
very old.
Stop revealing our ages.
And this is pretty funny. One of my viewers is saying, "Nah, you should say Justin TV," and then the viewer below is saying, "What's Justin TV?" And now I'm feeling old. Oh, I'm so old.
Centuries of culture erased.
That's like 2 generations in the same chat. Holy crap!
Oh my god. Well, at least you know your target audience, right? Yeah. You can see the generational split.
that's another funny story entirely, actually.
Yeah,
Now
what
that I
is it?
remember that I wanted to talk about my,
Mm.
since you were talking about your thirst earlier, and I wanted to share my thirst, but then you had to go. But since the topic of
Oh,
you know, what's the word for it?
audience?
Audience came up, that there's another funny story in my case, right? Also,
Mm.
but anyway, to hang on. See, somebody is asking seriously, what's Justin TV? Okay, so Justin TV and Twitch TV
Okay.
were originally two separate streaming platforms, right? For those who
Mm.
do not know,
I don't know.
but they both. But Justin TV started first,
Mm.
where back then Twitch TV was considered the upstart,
Okay.
you know. But of course, if you have never heard about Justin TV here, then it's fine because it was originally mostly a North American platform, and it was also one of the platforms where they broadcasted League of Legends
Uh-huh.
Season 1 tournament.
Oh wow, that's really old.
That's like 13. It's like there's a new league season every year. If you are a League of Legends player, just find out what season it is today, and that's how League of Legends is. Because before season 1, there is the beta season of League of Legends. I believe Justin TV also had a broadcast probably all that, but I didn't touch Justin TV, but I am old enough to know it existed until, if I am not mistaken, Twitch brought it, right? So they get the Justin TV licensing and the infrastructure and combine it together with their own hardware and pretty much became the Twitch of today,
Wow,
basically.
2010.
Yeah,
How you feeling?
and um, old. But yeah, for those who are asking what Justin TV is, that's the short history of Justin TV. I think back then the popular genre was still Counter Strike, and now that I say Counter
Mm,
Strike, then now I feel old again.
much older.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, right, the thirst, right?
What's your thirst?
I like women in fighting games.
Okay, you like a woman who can kick your ass?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
I mean, you just confirmed it. I'm just rephrasing it.
Um, that is not what I meant, but all right.
Okay.
But like I said, it wasn't the
Mm,
older fighting games, but it was more when games like Tekken and Street Fighter,
mm-hmm.
right, started introducing their women, their fighter ladies in very tight fitting uniforms, right? But instead of giving fan service, like the usual fan service you see in Genshin
Mm-hmm.
games and shit, okay,
Mm-hmm.
their fan service will be in the form that their muscles are in the right places. Their
Mm,
bodies are
okay.
seriously toned, right?
Yeah.
And the kind when they just flex or beat the shit out of the other characters, right?
Yeah.
It makes you think this better not awaken something in me. Too late, it did.
Okay. Who is your favorite?
It depends from which fighting game. Since I mentioned Tekken, and you can
Mm,
probably look this up, right?
okay.
There is a character called Asuka Kazama.
Ahsoka. I feel that it's familiar. Okay. Yes.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, she's pretty popular. Yeah, yeah, I know her.
exactly. Hmm.
Yeah, I've seen someone cosplay as her. That's why I remember. Mm-hmm. Continue.
Yes, and And if it's, I don't know, when it comes to Tekken characters, it's a bit easier, right? But then Street Fighter characters are a little harder because nearly all their women have builds like Chun-Li,
Right.
right? Which are strong on the emphasis of their thighs.
Yeah. I
Like,
actually was gonna
but not,
guess that your favorite
but
was
not
either Chun-Li or Cammy.
close, but it's actually actually it's either that or it's either Jury actually. I don't know why.
Yuri makes sense, weirdly enough.
Yeah, it kind. I don't know. When I first saw Jury for the first time, and this was way before I became a VTuber, I just went, damn, you know.
I don't know why,
Oh,
she reminds me of a Power Ranger like villain somehow.
Rita, right?
What?
Kind of give the same Rita Repulsa of Power Rangers, right?
I guess.
You know, the sorcerer witch lady.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I can see why. It's the hairstyle. It's the hairstyle.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Oh
Although
yeah.
it kind of depends because my tastes kind of gradually evolve, right? From time to time as I get older. Like in the beginning, like every other prepubescent young boy, okay, I would be into the ladies from Dead or Alive.
Right. Don't they have like a? Don't they have like a beach series or something?
Yes, they have a beach volleyball gacha game which is still active on Steam for a very good reason. As for if I actually touch it or not, I can neither confirm nor deny because I am too busy in other gacha games.
Right.
Yes, but as I gradually grow older, I started to understand the appeal of not heavily muscular women, but toned enough to know that she is dangerous.
Good balance.
But yeah, but instead of say the ones who wants to fight all the time or the man killer kind of dangerous, right?
Yeah.
Their personalities are really friendly, and you can basically feel like due to their tomboyish nature, instead of being a lover, they become like just your best friend. You know, that kind of
Right.
feeling.
Like dependable.
Like the dependable best friend. Okay. I guess it's because I personally have no idea how it all began, to be honest. One day I just look at this trope and something just click, and I'm like, okay, I like this.
I can imagine your viewers being like, yes, writes down, writes down.
My viewers understands.
I
Right,
get it
even-
though.
Yeah, I mean, I showed you my mascot before, so I think you can tell why.
Yeah.
You can
No,
see why.
yeah. That definitely, it gives me very much the jury vibes too. I think it might be the form. Putting it nicely.
Yes. Speaking of the viewers, right? Because the reason why I say it's another funny story entirely back then, and they actually managed to understand, just like you said. Because see, when I first started VTubing, I thought that my view, I always tell this joke every time I have a new guest, so it's going to be a running joke at this time. But originally, I thought the people who will be watching me would be people who are fans of giant robot as well, so us old
Right.
guys can nerd along together.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, you told me
it
about it.
happened. Yes, but then it also comes along with another brand of fans, particularly the gay
You can say
bara
it.
yaoi lovers.
Wow. You know what? I see the appeal.
Yes.
This is This is coming from someone who was like an active reader in Barrow work, which might be a surprise.
I think the one time when I mentioned publicly that I am not gay, so interest in me died a little bit, except the people who really want to stay and watch me. So I'll take it because you have to be honest with yourself, right? If you are not gay, but you gay bait people for the sake of viewership, I think that's called queer baiting, and that's bad.
Yeah. It's good to be honest.
Yeah, so
at least you're open about it. Yeah.
Yes. So from the get-go, right? I have to be honest with myself. I just said, hi guys, welcome. I know some of you are LGBT, gay, and bisexual, but I need to tell you, I'm into women, right? And that the people who stay will stay, basically. Although I will just never forget like the day that my followership skyrocketed.
Oh
right?
My God.
because of being viral one day, and out of curiosity, I kind of checked them one by one because I was curious, you know, where do you guys come from? What do you see in me? And all that jazz. It is when I got introduced to them. Pictures upon pictures upon pictures of big naked muscle, man. And I'm just like, what is this? Right? So I had to do a bit of research and I just go, oh.
I see.
This exists.
I see. Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I had to do some research, right? So, and that's how we are here. I think 2/3 of my viewers are either gay or bisexual, and I'm like, hi guys, how you doing on almost a regular basis.
You're a bisexual mecha icon, I guess. Good for you.
But I am straight though. But anyway,
a mecha icon for the ages. But I don't think that's a surprise. I'm not surprised though, because like Gundam mecha series are mostly composited of men, right? Not all, but like mostly. Now there's been more balance. But no, because I remember when I was reading like, I mean now they don't use the term nowadays. Everything's under BL, but specifically so the subgenre during the time it was called Bara, right? It was made by men for men. I don't know why I just liked reading genre for the sake of it. I'm a very open person. I read furry, I read bara furry, I read normal furry, normal, yaoi, yuri, open to all. So I kind of get the appeal, and somehow when I'm thinking, yes, mecha, yes, bara, it has like it has a correlation that I can kind of get, but I don't know how to explain it. So I get why they have a similar target audience. I don't know, maybe it's like the strong muscle men, and that's often found in like mecha series.
I think the most surprising fact of this particular incident, right, was when okay, for example, right?
Yeah.
You know how with the new Hololive girl debuts, okay?
Yeah.
Back then, you just have to give or take 2 or 3 weeks, sometimes more, okay, for their sus fan art to appear.
Yeah. Right.
For example,
right?
I had the same case.
Okay.
3rd week after my debut, somebody told me, Gorudo, you have a sus fan art. What the fuck?
Okay.
And I was like, who drew sus fan art of me? Let me take a look. And I regretted asking to take a look because, oh my god.
Was it good? I mean, you can't just say that and not tell us.
it's basically the bara kind. So
I can imagine. Yeah. No, I can imagine.
Yeah. Not the kind that I am into, but more like
I see the
okay,
appeal.
that means I
Okay.
I broke a similar record to the Hololive VTubers, so I'm like, okay, all right.
All
I'll
right.
take
I mean, you got something.
I'll
Better than
take it.
nothing. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. I remember. I remember when I first debuted. I was just
Yes.
expecting most female VTuber debuting, right? So a lot of the assumption is like, oh yeah, there's gonna be parasocial relationship or some weirdos out there. No. So far, my watchers have all been like, well, most of them are men, but they're like either they're married or they're taken, or if they're going on a date, they will probably say, Almond, I'm gonna go on a date, or Almond, I got a girlfriend, and I'm sitting here with my single self being like, good for you. And I don't know, I was surprised because I thought, when there's a lot of like news when it's like when you're particularly a female VTuber, like there's gonna be a lot of weirdos and stuff, and a lot of lah, gitu kan.
Yeah.
But so far in my experience, there hasn't been anyone like that. I don't know why most of them are married. I'm like, my brothers in Christ. Are you watching this with your wives? I don't get it, but okay. I don't understand the appeal, but all right. And it's very funny too. Like, it's very interesting. You know what? Very happy for my stinky pies who, after watching my stream, think, you know what? Maybe I should chase after a romantic relationship. Good for you. But it's like,
You did with a fictional character.
like I did with the fictional character. Technically, I did, but it's like it's so much funnier because it's like they watch my stream and they think maybe I should get a girlfriend. Where is the connection? I don't know. I'm very happy for the stinky pies, even though they humiliate me a lot, but it's fine.
Hang on. I think one of your mods say watching Alban is like it's like a family night. Probably because they saw you as a younger sister or an older sister to rely on and not someone to risk up. Maybe.
God damn it! I got a sister in me. Damn. All right.
No. It's fine. At least they consider you a family member.
Good.
I have viewers who call me grandpa because of the things I said.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I get it. Like, even at after our conversation, I think it makes sense to call you like uncle.
I mean, I think a few times when I was talking with my moderator, when my moderator is saying that, sorry, I don't get what you are trying to say, and then I would be like, so weird, because I remember living through certain events or moments, right? So I'm like, what? You mean you don't know this one? No, this particular franchise was on this year and this year and this year, and suddenly my moderator told me, right? Uncle, that year I am still 1 year old.
Those like shot with no, because I remember talking about my favorite girl band right? She's Star, and I was like, oh yeah, I watched this in high school, right? This is my favorite band, and it's like, yeah, that was 7 years ago, and I'm like, it was not 7 years ago, it's probably like 4 or 5, and I'm like, yeah, but it was when you're in high school, and then I had to like count, and I'm like, it is not this year, by the way. I was like, wait, it is 7 years ago. What the hell?
Right. I think the one that made me go, what are you talking about? As basically a huge question mark was when someone told me, but uncle, Final Fantasy X is 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago. And I'm like, what are you talking about? No, it came out during my youth. Yes. And I was just, oh.
Oh my god.
We just had Final Fantasy 16 coming out on the PC.
Right. Right.
announced this year. So by that logic, between Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy 16 shouldn't be too much years coming along. But then again, Japanese developers taking time developing
Right. Right.
their games. And when somebody reminded me, Final Fantasy X was out in 2001. Huh? Uncle, it's 2023. Huh? Huh?
Silly the cat.
Huh?
Oh.
And I think that is, I think at that moment, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. No. No. Yeah.
Hello?
Because Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I think that is the moment where I understood the meaning of crumpling to dust, basically.
Oh my god.
So it's just I just yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
I just
Yeah, I get it. I get it cuz I have a sister. And this might come as a surprise to this Stinky Pie. She comes often on my streams. She's 6 years apart from me. So, I graduate college. She graduates or just started high school. And I guess from our conversation, a lot of people don't know that we're very much 6 years apart because we talk very similarly. And there was a time where I was talking with my coworkers, right? This is not me. This is my coworkers feeling the effect. And they saw my sister like, oh yeah, how old is she? Oh, she just finished work. She's 6 years apart from me. And then they had to take a step back. So my sister works right now. She's 6 years apart from me, so you can do the math. And that makes you feel so old. Right?
Yeah. I guess.
I never even noticed the age difference because we talk very regularly and very friendly that I forget that we're 6 years apart. But then there's times where it's like, do you know Skibidi Toilet, Riz Gyat? And I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't.
You know, I tried using that language to my viewers one day, and they were begging me to stop.
That scared me. That would scare me. If you said that to me, I would be very scared. I'd be like, "Who are you? I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't understand you. Who are you? You're
sure?
not Goldie."
Okay. Hello, Almond. Sudah mewing kah hari ini?
Oh my god, you straight up
Jangan
disappeared from my screen.
Jangan lupa fandom teks. Kalau enggak, nanti kena skibidi. I'm sorry.
Are you watching this, chat?
I am.
Oh my god. They got so fed up they left my chat.
Oh
my
no.
god.
Oh, what have I done?
Oh no. I think when I say it, it sounds very natural.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of when you come across enough of it, right?
Yeah.
You kind of I kind of say it just to, annoy the younger generation whenever they try using that language to me, which thankfully not much, right?
Oh my god. I think it's scarier.
But yeah. But then because one day I had a phone call with my I had a video call with my family, right, in situations like this. And then basically the family was there with another member of the extended family, who already has their son, right? Their son is 11 years old, and obviously this is with Mama Gorudo, or my mother, saying, "Boy, when is your turn?" Pretty much all that conversation.
Okay.
Right? But then the 11-year-old basically was being told, "Hey, go say hello to Uncle Gorudo," right?
Right.
And this 11-year-old guy just went, "Uncle, have you mute today?" And then I told my mother, that is why I don't want kids.
Oh my god. Now today is Mew. By the time you have kids, it's an entirely different vocabulary.
I don't know, we probably come in full circle already, you know?
Who
You
knows?
don't know why?
Yeah.
We come in full circle already, I think, because you know why?
Why?
Do you know NSYNC become popular again?
Yeah, because of the new movie, right?
because of the movie, but yes. But when I see NSYNC popular again in my timeline, I think I had a bit of a sidewinder moment because I'm like, what year is this?
What year is this? No, that's
You know-
a question I
you know,
ask
what-
often.
Yeah, what year is this?
Because I remember, like, during the Nintendo Direct, there was an announcement for the ported version, like the officially English translated ported version of Ace Attorney Investigations 3. I had to look up and see what year is it. And then I check out like when was the actual like release, because the first time the reason they didn't translate it because the sales was very bad in Japan and didn't do as well, so they never translated it. And I had to check it out, right? It was released 13 years ago. And I was like, wow.
Is that the one from the original DS or
Yeah.
way before that?
Yeah, one from the
Oh.
original DS.
Oh wow, now I feel old.
Yeah, it's the spin-off. The one with Edgeworth as the main character.
Wow.
So it's
Wow,
like,
okay. Yeah.
oh, I'm so old. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
It's so old that it was like voiced by a now very big voice actor, the English voice actor for Senshi for Nenjin Meshi, Pro ZD. He used to voice in that, and he was very relatively small back then. So
Pro ZD.
yeah.
Okay, now I feel really old. Yes, I remember Pro ZD.
Yeah.
He actually happens to be one of my inspirations back then. When it comes to voice actors with deep voices, right? Because there was a time where I wish I sounded normal, just like everyone else. You know, when it comes to talking and speaking language. Because back then I used to get made fun of for my voice, and I learned to hate it because of it, and basically wasn't sure what to do with it, right?
Right.
Until, well, while he serves as a inspiration on how to play around with your voice, especially when you're on the lower spectrum, right? There wasn't much reason to sound like that until all of a sudden, right?
Yeah.
In the VTubing sphere, when the VTuber as an entertainment genre got more popular, okay, and then VTubers like Bonivia Pranaja or Vox
yeah.
Akuma, right, and I think the recent one is Josui Sijiri of Holo Ian or Holo Stars Ian, right? They got popular, and then suddenly everybody, including their mothers and the kitchen sink, are into deep voice VTubers, and I'm sitting over here going, where were you guys 10 years ago?
Yeah.
When I was made fun of by everybody, but I guess since this is the popular one, so might as well just capitalize on it and not complain, try to capitalize on it basically.
Right.
So that's, I think, how it works out today.
Yeah.
Which surprisingly works well. Yeah.
Good. I mean, I'm happy to hear. I still have like confusion about my own voice. Especially when I first started streaming, I know a lot of people, when they first assume or talk to me on VTubing, they usually assume I have like a lot of experience in streaming or even in VTubing, and I'm like, no, I've literally only been here for 1.5 years that you've known me. But when I first started, I was like not insecure. I actually liked my voice the way it is. I was more like, I guess insecure is the right way to put it, but it's more like I felt like my voice didn't fit any certain trope that you'd usually find in the VTubing verse when I first started. I wasn't very honest like voice. Not very cutesy either. Not very high. Maybe slightly deep, maybe confusion. But it's like I didn't fit any particular trope at all. I think there was this time where I asked people, and they probably at most they'd say like chill. But even until now, I feel like somehow my voice doesn't fit in anywhere. Even when I speak like Japanese, well, Japanese people were surprised when I read, but it's like it's not very doesn't fit a lot of the tropes. So I'm up until now I don't know what trope I fit in, like voice wise. Like I don't know if people were able to recognize my voice or not. So now I just kind of feel like I guess if I were to ever leave and then come up as like a new model or a new VTuber, people would be able to clock in my voice immediately, which makes me feel a little happy. But it's also still like until now I don't know what kind of voice I have. I'm still like
I
struggling with with recognizing.
I can tell you something that will fit your trope, by the way.
Yar, go.
Yeah, like because unique voices are basically, something that is much needed in the saturated VTuber market right now, especially within either the Asian or the English market, right? So, if there is one trope that I will recommend you try to go for, which not go for because I think you are doing it very well already. I think all you need to do is just to hit the right audience, right? And the tomboy onesan.
Yeah, okay.
Like you have this here's the thing, because of the way you talk, how should I put this? A bit of a medium low with an easygoing personality, right? My first thought was tomboy onesan. So not the gentle or not the gentle one or the persuasive one, or maybe the some people like the sexy onesan trope. Right. There are a lot of people. There is a market for the tomboy onesan type of thing. And if you sound a bit more energetic, something along the lines of come on guys, you gotta do your best today, and that kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
And you try to maybe do some shorts content, because that actually helped me a lot, even though I don't really like shorts, but I understood the appeal of it, so my moderator helped me do it, right?
Okay.
But yeah, you're already there. You don't need to change your style of speaking of anything.
Yippee!
The tomboy onesan, especially with the tan skin.
Yippee!
Right?
Question mark.
A lot of people are into that. Yes, question mark, because I don't know why tan skin, but yeah, a lot of people are into that.
Yay.
You just need to hit the right audience.
Okay.
Basically.
Okay. Look at me, world. I'll become the tomboy onesan that you guys want or would like to look for but haven't eventually found me.
Yeah. Just don't force it, by the way, because you already sound fine the way you are, right? Here's the thing, okay? Normally, I take this as a compliment, by the way. Normally, with other female VTubers, I have to be a bit careful because I do not know what are they not into, their interests. I have to basically ngomong agak sopan sedikit until their conversation starts going on the yabe direction, and then that's why I try to open up bit by bit. Okay. And then when you greeted me for the first time, basically while we are setting up earlier, you started off with like a very energetic "Hey!" gitu kan.
Yeah.
And
Hey.
now I am talking like you, basically like co-workers atau macam saudara gitu, you know.
Yes.
So you gave off that vibe basically.
Yes.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Nice. Good to know. I've always been worried. Am I being a good host right now? I'm not very good. I never really hosted before, so like up until becoming like Almond, like even not even becoming
Well,
Almond, this year like I started more free talk collabs. So I started
oh, honestly, I think
start.
you are doing an excellent job. You started with more free talk collabs because you wanted to socialize more, right? In a sense.
What was it? It cut out.
Oh, sorry. You started more free talk collabs because you wanted to try and socialize more, in a sense, yes.
Yeah, I don't do it. I don't do good in like gaming collabs mostly because I have to split the what's it called? My focus on game and socializing and looking at the chat. I always enjoy free talk more.
So that's why just keep doing what you are doing basically. I think the way like I said earlier, the way you sound like now, you sound just fine. Basically, you have this doting energetic elder sister personality, right? And I think the more if you try selling into it, right? Like one of my viewer here is saying, it reminds them of Lemon from Too Many Losing Heroine.
I have no idea who that
Not,
is.
I have no idea what that is either. I probably have to look it up later.
Okay.
But
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it helps because I do have a younger sister. So so it's like it's just the same thing except now you're all my younger sisters in audience.
Buset.
Buset. Because if how we talk like this is how I talk to my sister daily, plus more insults, plus more ngeledek. But like, yeah, I guess like in a way, I feel like if you wanted to go for a realistic sibling trope, this is the channel to look for.
I guess some people just want a realistic sibling, not us. But then some people right now, I have no idea why, but the seductive sibling is a very popular trope. I'm just over here with raised eyebrows, basically. Because what?
No, me too. I was like, okay, I'm looking at you guys. Okay, I see your game, but okay. All right, guys. All right, pack it up. You're not gonna find that here.
Yeah. Oh, they came to your stream as well.
Oh, who?
The people trying to risk you in this case.
Where? I don't see.
No, I mean the one that you were talking about earlier. The one where you go back it up, you won't find it here, and all that.
Yeah, they won't come here. You can't hear. Here you get humiliated in a way. I also get humiliated in the process.
Be careful when you say that. Be careful when you say that.
Here you will be insulted. You will be insulted. Not
No.
humiliated.
No. You are making it worse. There are more people into humiliation and insults.
Oh my god.
There are people who love being torn apart. Careful.
Get some help.
Yeah, be careful with that. There are people who are into that, Almond. Careful.
I can imagine like Gold like reaching out his hand. Be careful, and I'm just like.
Yeah, it's like
stop.
First you say humiliation, I was like stop, and then you say insults. No. There are people into that.
Stop. Get some help immediately. Go home.
Let me tell you something as an example, okay?
Oh,
like
no.
the day how it's, I know it's just a small number, but there is a time where I got 5 subscribers in a day, and this is a little bit because normally I get 1 per day or 1 per week, right?
Right.
Because mine is a slow growth, and I don't mind that, okay? But one time I get just more than 5 a day because of something I pulled in the middle of a stream, right? And because
Okay.
you always have these people who always try to push buttons, right?
Right,
I
right.
didn't know anything about humiliation back then.
Oh
Okay,
no. Uh-huh.
so I think there was this one guy who came in asking basically Om Gul tolong kalau robot raksasa tolong injak saya dong begitu. Okay, and then because I wanted to scare the guy a little bit, so I
Uh-huh.
basically, right, as deep as I can, I
Mm-mm.
brought the microphone
Simulated.
closer to yeah,
Simulated.
similar.
Okay.
I basically brought the microphone closer to my mouth, and remember the guy said tolong injak saya dong, step
Okay,
on
okay,
me like
okay.
that, right?
Okay, let me
And then I
hear.
just went, mau diinjak di mana?
Goldie. Goldie.
Yes,
Have you learned your lesson?
yes,
Did you see where it went wrong?
yes.
There you go. No, I get it. You know what? That guy was a visionary. He knew what the crowd wanted and he was willing to sacrifice himself for it.
I didn't know.
Not my viewership increasing after you did that. I know what you are, Chan.
Oh dear
I know
Lord,
what
no.
you are.
What have I done?
Oh my god. See, this is equality because usually in streams you get the women to do the fan service. Not here. Not here. There's equality in this area. We get the Mecha
Well, if
tuber to do it.
well, tell you what, let's aim for true equality. It's your turn now.
What the fuck do I say? I already did my part about the humiliation, so what else do I do?
When you do it, you did say, I did warn you to be careful with it, right? So,
Right.
let's see for the tomboy elder sister type, right? The a more popular one would be the lines of
What?
something. Everything is going to be okay. Onesan will keep cheering for you. Something like that. But
Okay.
you do it in a very energetic sportswoman-like type, not the doting type.
Okay, I will try. Okay.
Go ahead.
Alright, even though you managed to humiliate me and also the image of our family, and somehow you were able to create chaos, I am here for you. And I will make sure that you do your best. Okay? Okay. I completely forgot the line. I completely forgot the line. Do I?
That
Was that good?
that kind of works out, I think, because damn, I don't know if it's this is basically a conversation of two people who have no idea how to give fan service.
Exactly.
But then
Exactly. My fan
I
service
think
is yelling.
ya like macam gimana?
Kaya, okay, I'll be very open about myself, and I think my chat viewers already know. I'm like, if I were a human, I am Bataknis, right? So,
Okay.
so a lot of my ini is like yelling. Kayak, kan? Apa kan? Udah gue bilangin kan? Sekarang gimana? Ayo, coba. Kan udah dibilangin, udah aku bilangin kan? Kan? Even that was already like, no! Gitu. And then I open my jacket and it's like even more, oh no, Nissan, please! And then like, go home.
What do you mean open your jacket?
Hold on. My glitches ain't
Oh,
working.
you can open that jacket feature like Rain does. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Oh, there it is. There you go.
It's a friend of mine basically. She has a feature where her model can open her jacket as well, and I just went, dear Lord, okay.
Oh, Ray Valerian?
No, Rain Inanna.
Oh, Rain. See, Rain. Yeah. I know. I mean, we're
Yeah.
friends, so.
Ah, yes, yes.
There, me without the jacket. And every time I open this, people are like, armpit, armpit, and I'm like, go home. Sehat-sehat lu pada ya. Go home.
Oh, you get the armpit fetish people. Oh.
That and the shoulder. And the shoulder.
Oh.
They are shiny. I get it. See, bare shoulder on side.
Almond, God bless your soul. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's fine.
Amongst the people whose fetish are they declare their fetish very out in the open, right?
Right.
There are two groups I'm aware of: the armpits and the foot fetish.
Right. Well, they can't see my feet, so.
If they can see it, then your viewership will probably double.
Double already. Oh my god, you people. See, I was more surprised that people were into the shoulders than the fact that they can see my chest area better. Cause it's always a surprise when people open the jacket. When I open the jacket, sometimes people are like they're like too shocked to believe they are big.
For my viewers in my stream, if you want to see what she means, just go to her stream. By the way, link should be in the description. Yeah. So you can see Almond in all her bare shoulder glory, because I am basically. Wait a minute. That's a turtleneck sweater.
Yep.
Turtleneck sweaters, armpit and shoulders in the same. Okay, no wonder you attract some people. I get it now.
Yeah. Eyes are up here.
I get it.
Yep. And I don't do it often, so whenever I do it, it's makes people go crazy.
I think that's probably why, because when you do it, it feels like a gift for your fans.
Yeah.
Maybe. Right?
Maybe.
A gift for your viewers, basically. So, yeah, I can see why.
Okay. You are gonna have to see it more because I want to go to the toilet.
Okay. All right.
Give me a moment.
Okay. Chat, I think she is probably doing this in a bit of purpose because I don't know why, but I'm quite enjoying this. But anyway, how are you guys doing? Now that this is the second time going to the toilet, so where does this conversation go? I'm not so sure. The conversation, well, it's almost 2 in the morning in Japan, so if the conversation is taking into a very sus turn, I don't know. It could be anything at this point. But now I am here back to entertain two different chat rooms. So,
Yep.
Mark. Welcome back. Are you back?
Yep, I'm back.
Okay, welcome back.
Oh, it's getting pretty cold, so I shall put my jacket on again. Bye bye.
Please do.
Please do. What do you talk about?
You don't want to know. We talk about very polite stuff. Yes, very non-sus stuff. Hopefully.
I'll just check the VOD later.
Anyway, one of my viewers are saying, "No, that's not how this works, Martin. What do you mean by hope I get a nice dream after this conversation?"
What do you mean?
So I have this regular of mine. He's called Martin, right?
Yeah.
And he looks very innocent from the outside, but sometimes he comes up with this statement that makes me yell at his name, going, "Martin!" Because, and it's also one of the running jokes in my in my streams, right? Like whenever he comes with some ideas that literally just makes me go, Martin, you know,
Oh my
no,
god.
bad, bad Martin, basically.
Man. So he's like a little I don't know. I do that to my dog, but I don't want to call him a dog.
He might be into it. Just be very careful.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. It's too late. It's too late. I already put it out to the stream, so I hope you have a nice dream.
This is going to be the VOD, isn't it? Oh well.
This is gonna be the VOD. Oh well. Oh my god. Also, you must rest well.
I don't know. Actually, you know what? I can ask him. Martin, do you like being seen as a dog? What is this question actually?
I don't know. You prompted it yourself. So I'm just sitting here. Luckily, we don't have any sus stinky pies clueless because all the sussy ones are out on dates and getting girlfriends. They elevate their Riz level here and then they go out and Riz people up and then they never come back here. So mean. They forget where they come from. What's the answer?
He basically just told me that, did you forget I am gay, so I'm not into it? Alright, yes, of course. Understandable.
Goldie. Bruh.
Yes. Yes, in some situations I am a dumbass, unfortunately.
I think they'd enjoy it from you more than from me.
Who knows? At this point, I have no idea, to be honest.
Oh my god. Yeah. Alright. Let's see, what else can we talk about? I don't know. I guess I could say my niche that I'm into is like I'm into furry stuff. Why? What was that reaction? Hello?
That was just sudden. I was taking a sip of my tea.
See, I've warned you. We talk about anything here.
Can you imagine the middle of drinking tea? We are taking a short break, and then you'll be like, "Hey, Gold, do you know what? I'm into furries." So, what the?
What a way to start a topic, Almond. I mean, you gotta start upon somehow. I can't talk about the dead body story.
I mean, that could get you banned on YouTube, so probably no.
There you go. I mean, there's no details about it, but no, actually, I've told this story on YouTube, I think.
Yeah,
So-
could probably be a separate YouTube video, but I'm not sure if they are going to tag a channel for it or not.
Oh god. Okay, so you want to hear me talk
Yeah.
about furries, I guess? I mean, okay. Let's see.
Okay, tell you what. Since you brought this upon yourself, I'm
Yes.
going to join you in. I'm going to join you in the countdown to destruction. So if you talk about furries, I'm going to talk about the niche I like: female robots.
Okay, fair.
There we go. Okay, so go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna spend all day on this, just so you know. So, let's see. I've always been into like the furry genre, but specifically during the time when I enjoyed it, which was like middle school or high school, there wasn't a lot of like let's see. Weirdly enough, most of the furry stuff was like made by men. There wasn't a lot of like female made like furry mangas to go around, and then in combination, because a lot of these furries were like men, a lot of the furry art or furry mangas that I consumed were like very much like BL and stuff like that. So I spent like days. I think there was a certain drawing type. I don't know what it's called, but it's kind of like there is a particular like drawing style it's called, where it's kind of like furry, but it's like kind of like a bara, Japanese like bara. There's a very specific name for it, but I don't remember what it is. And and then I had to consume all of that. I remember downloading this game called Nekojishi, which is, it's still out here, but on Steam. It is a Taiwanese solo developer BL game that also talks about that has a really cool story. I never really finished it, so I have to remake it. I have to replay it again, I think. Which was like basically it was like about where there were like tigers and leopards and stuff, but it was also mixed in with like cultural inspirations and cultural mystical like what's it called, like features from Taiwan. You can still play it until now. It's free, by the way, which I was always like surprised because of the high quality animation and the high quality sprites. And then that's what I consumed back in like middle to high school, and there wasn't a lot of like furry conventions and stuff like that. I couldn't really share this with anyone, not because I felt it was cringe. I'm literally the least cringy person, like the very least. Like I don't really care about whether I'm cringe or not. I just like what I like. But it's more like I didn't have any friends that would like be into furries and stuff, right? And then, you know, growing up there were more and more like mangas, and then Beastars became like the trailblazer for like Japanese furry manga. And that was one of the few mangas I read till the end during its update. And I remember when I first read it, it wasn't because it was furry that I read it. Actually, the first time was because it was a murder mystery premise, and I love murder mystery. I grew up with Scooby-Doo and stuff, so it's like, you know, Scooby-Doo, Persona 4, Part 4 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you know, kind of like that. And I was very interested in like the premise and the world building, in which it was kind of like a predator and prey situation. I know a lot of people don't read Beastars because all they think is like animal sex and stuff like that, but I really like Beastars because of the world building it considered in, because it was like a more comprehensive version of like Zootopia, in which there were a lot of things being addressed. Like for example, predators, what do they eat, and if like predators, do they eat meat, and like what kind of meat is there, like stuff like, and in the manga they talk about like illegal meat trades, you know, and then like selling corpses in order to sell meat to like animals. It was very much taboo to like what's it called, to like sell meat to predators. So they had to eat like mostly tofu and stuff like that. So if they caught you like eating like meat and stuff, it's you will be arrested because it's like very much illegal. So I really like the world building of like what happens. And then the only thing they didn't address was like the presence of like fish, I guess. But I think from their explanation they said like sea creatures lived a like very different life from land and land creatures and like sky creatures that lived like mostly in one like hemisphere. And it was like very interesting to see what is actually a predator, what was actually prey, how do species of animals really play a part into it. Like the main character was like Legoshi is also like a wolf, but he's also something else, which will be revealed in season 3 part 1, which is coming out this year. They split like the last arc to 2 parts or 3 parts because it does deserve a lot of parts. But then they also discuss what happens when 2 animals kind of like of different species actually do get together and make children, which is like which what's it called, which bores like hybrids. And hybrids are like high taboo like animals. They're practically like very much they're practically outcasted the moment like it's revealed, and they do go through like very certain genetic mutations because they're combining 2 animals together, like, you know, kind of by force question mark, but it's like very 2 different genetic like DNA mutations, which is super interesting. And then they also have like different factions of like animals and teams. One of my favorite characters, which is like Ibuki, he's like part of the Shishigumi, I think it's called, which is supposed to be a parody of like you know, the Japanese organization, which is like full of lions. And then like now they used to be like a pack full of lions, but then one of the main characters, which is Lewis, he becomes like the leader of this pack of lions, and now they have to kind of like adjust their lifestyle to their leader, who is a deer. So they kind of have to no longer eat meat and stuff like that. Or do they really like to eat meat, or are they forced to eat meat, or is that part of their lifestyle? What is nature, what is nurture, kind of like that kind of conversation. So I really do think that I really do think Beastars is has very interesting world building and a very interesting premise. I really do like reading it outside of the whole sexual nature of it, but there is an explanation for the sexual nature of it, which gets a little confusing, but it's like it's very deep, philosophical, which I really do like. And then after that, I started to become like more, I do like furries, and I did like fan art for Beastars, and that's where most of my I used to get a lot of popularity, but like due to some unpleasant people, I decided to not continue doing any like Beastars fan art. So, and that was one of my best artist era during doing those Beastars fan art. So I didn't do it anymore, so I stopped. And then this year I finally like picked it up again, like doing like more furry art, because I thought like I kind of miss making furry art, so I'm just gonna make more furry art. And after I make more furry art, I also make like, what's it called? I make my own persona. I also made more OCs that were like furry, which I really do like. Probably my favorite OCs I've ever actually made. And other than that, I also made like, I'm also looking into like furries in Indonesia. There are furries in Indonesia, and they had like a convention last time, like maybe last month, which is called IWAG. I wasn't able to go because I couldn't get the ticket for it, so I might go next year, and that might be like a video that I might want to make, like about like Indonesian furries, because like Indonesian furries, the thing is like fursuits are super expensive. Like a head could be like 10 million or more, just the head of the suit. And that's like crazy to me, but it's like, yeah, it kind of makes sense, because it's like, you have to make like very good. And now like my TikTok is full of like, because I'm looking into like furries and stuff like that, I get like a lot more like furry creators. And there's like, I really appreciate like the art behind making like fursuits and stuff like that, because not only do you have to like find like particular materials, especially it's super hard in Indonesia to find particular materials like fur and stuff like that, like the right fur too, with a good price. But I've also like what's it called, you have to have like good ventilation in like especially the head, because again, Indonesia is super hot, and that's still Indonesia. Yeah, it's like super hot. You have to find the right ventilation or you're gonna die in your suit basically. So I like looking at like designs of furries, because they're like so interesting and they're so like unique most of the time, and I love looking at the colors. And then I also like looking at the craft of it, where it's kind of like they have this very particular formation. Some of them go to 3D printing, and then you kind of have to like picture like the fur placement and everything, and just to find the material for the fur is like super super complicated, especially in Indonesia. So it's like you have to see what fits, especially if there's no color that you want, then you have to kind of like dye maybe, or find another solution. And basically like I really appreciate the complexity of like making fursuits, and I understand why they're so expensive, but also like realize that most people who can afford fursuits are people who are very, they're very they have the money for it. So it's like it's very interesting to see the correlation between like the economic like value as well as like being in the furry fandom, or just having like fursuits in general, and why these kind of people are like usually geared towards like fursuits and like the things like that. Anyways, that's my entire yapping, I guess. How you doing?
I have never seen someone yap for more than 10 minutes about something they are super passionate about.
Here you
Non-stop.
are.
You didn't even take us like inhale like that. So
Don't worry, my throat was dry after, so I had to drink it.
I mean, this is probably going to be something that you heard often, but I just like it when people talk about subjects that even I don't understand about, but because they talk it with so much passion, I could just listen to them for like hours and hours, basically.
Yippee! No, I don't hear that often. I think I've only heard it like once or twice. To be fair, I don't really talk about like things on straight like that, unless someone asks. So that might be the reason why.
It kind of makes the way I want to elaborate about the stuff I do, right?
Yeah.
Is well, my elaboration is going to be able to compete with that or not. I'm not so sure, but there is actually a lot of information that I don't understand, because I know somebody from a circle of mine who's also, well, let's just put it this way, right? I'm not going to mention their name, okay?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Every signs of the stars and the moon and the sky and everything indicates that this guy is a furry,
Okay.
right? Although the running joke in our circle is that he keeps on denying, bukan saya bukan furry bejir, pretty much in that sense. But let's just put it this way: he based his avatar on like a fox girl.
Wait. Is it a Western
Right.
fox girl?
No, it's an Eastern fox girl.
Okay.
Right.
I was gonna guess.
And then even his persona, online persona name has got to do with being a furry, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then do you know Final Fantasy XIV?
Yes.
Right? So in Final Fantasy XIV, right, probably the closest to being a semi-furry-ish kind of designs would be the cat girl Mikotes or the bunny girl Vieras.
Right.
Right? But then recently within the new trailer, they have a race called Hrotka, okay? And so far Hrotka is basically like this big cat people, but very close to, a feline features. Like
right.
the furriest you can imagine in terms of basically on a scale of 1 to 10, how furry are you? The Hrotgas are on scale 7 or 8.
Right.
Pretty much, right? Being a race in Final Fantasy where I was basically playing the new campaign, streaming it basically, right?
Right.
They in the beginning when they introduced the cat people, right, Hrotka, they didn't introduce the female version of the race because according to law, due to the fact that they are a very matriarchal society, so it's basically many men for one lady in a sense.
Oh, okay.
So they mostly have queens instead of kings. So a queen can have many male consorts. That's the kind of society they have, right?
Good
Now,
for them.
however, right, because people are people and players are players, they want a playable Hrotka female,
Right.
okay? And that includes this friend of mine in the circle, in our circle, right?
Right.
So again, I'm not going to mention his name. So if he's here and watching this and try to accuse me of something, I'm going to say, I haven't mentioned your name, buddy. So disclaimer.
Okay.
But anyway, every time there is a live letter, which is the equivalent of developer stream from Final Fantasy XIV, okay, in this fellow's bingo card is always the option female Hrotka, right?
Okay.
And for 2 years, from the previous expansion to the current expansion, he believed that the female Hrotka will appear.
Right.
And every time it doesn't, we all would point fingers and make fun of him. Until this year, the new Final Fantasy XIV expansion, female Hrotka appeared and was introduced in the video for the very first time. It
Oh my
hit all
God.
the right buttons. It even almost made me a furry. Right?
Oh
Because
yeah. I'm
you have-
looking it up. Ah, yes, I see the appeal.
Yeah, you have to look at the appeal, and then, do you know somebody who's so happy that they can't speak anymore? They just bask in silent happiness.
Right.
That's what happened to him. So this expansion, his character has finally become a female Hrotka he's always dreamed of, basically.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, but I guess when it comes to Indon and the furry fandom and all of that, yeah, being passionate of something niche, right, is something admirable to me. Although, in my particular case, I think the things that the female mecha that I am into, right, is even more of a niche compared to the furry fandom. But somehow, apparently, I have some viewers who are furries as well, because apparently there's a very strong correlation between the tokusatsu, the mecha, and the furry fandom for some reason.
Stop. I actually watched Tokusatsu. Not as a big interest, but I watch it casually.
I'm sorry, but you are part of the club now.
Part of the what?
You are part of the club now.
Man.
If you just say you watch casually, I am sorry, you are unfortunately part of the circle now.
I get it though, because what was it? Tokusatsu? Furry? Yeah?
And mecha, basically.
Because they're all suit related. Like you can appreciate the talent, the practical talent behind every single one of them.
I guess so. So, when you say Nekojishi earlier, right? Out of curiosity, I had to look it up, right? And then I instantly thought, so you're into tigers, okay?
Actually, most of my favorites have been like lions. My OC is a lion. You wanna see?
You can give it to me later, I guess.
Now.
But dang it, alright, fine.
He's very handsome.
Yeah.
I want to show you my good art, okay? I drew him myself.
Okay, I guess you can. But yeah, after what's the word for it? After that, right? I suddenly had a feeling where the way you talked about Bang Braven earlier, right? It wouldn't be a surprise if you're into mechanical men.
No, I mean not really. No.
But like I said, it wouldn't be a surprise if you somehow just develop a liking for something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, he's very dapper.
He's very what?
Dapper.
Yeah, he's a pilot. He's very cool.
Yeah, you can show it on your stream, I think.
Oh yeah,
you
hold
want
on.
Okay.
Okay. He's very
Man,
handsome.
this is basically just introducing our OCs last time, because I showed you my mascot last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at him chopped.
But yeah, I guess I can see the correlations, right? I guess my turn. In my particular case, right, I didn't know I am into robot girls, right? And this has nothing to do with the fact that I am a mecha, because
Right.
I appreciate the beauty. I appreciate the beauty of different species and races as well,
Right. Thank you, chat. Right.
right? Yay! So I see some of my chat in your chat.
That's what.
Okay, and I think I get the appeal of characters like I think there was this cartoon called Jenny the Teenage Robot or something,
Oh yeah, I know.
but her design wasn't what appealed to me, right? Until I think one day I was playing this game, right? Fantasy Star Online.
Uh-huh.
Have you heard of it before?
I've heard of it, but in a very adult way. If you catch my drift.
Astaga.
Yeah.
Astaga.
I think the way that you know what exactly what I'm talking about
Astaga.
points at you.
No. Fantasy Star seriously, Fantasy Star Online.
Yeah. I remember because it was a game.
Yes, it is a game, but
No, I remember
Really,
because
no.
the content was a game.
Yes, it is.
No,
But
like the thing
oh,
that
you're
I
referring to the
saw is a game. Was a
based
game.
on.
Mm,
Okay, okay, got it. I understand.
yes.
And anyway, right? Hang on, let me just find a picture of something. Okay, so this was from a very old Fantasy Star online game, right? And I think it was my first exposure to this type of characters. Okay, so the
Mm,
designs I'm about to show you might be a bit retro, right?
yeah. Okay.
But this is one of the playable races in Fantasy Star Online. They are called
Ah.
casts. They are called
Mm.
casts, C-A-S-T,
Okay.
aka in the way I would describe it is mechanical adventurers. So race is literally called casts, just like
Okay.
this,
Love
right?
her shoes.
And yeah, and yes, they are mechanical in nature, right?
Yeah.
And somehow the pink one, the third one, right? I don't know why, but her design kind of clicks some buttons in my head,
Yeah, I see the appeal.
basically.
Mm.
And so in the end, it's a very specific mecha lady
Right.
or mecha design, right? It it can be just about it cannot just be any random mecha girls,
Mm-hmm.
right? I didn't think much of this, but you know, Japan being Japan, right?
Yeah.
They like to release model kits of characters from older games because the franchise owner thought for anniversaries, right? It's basically a good way to promote those older games and such, right?
Right.
So
Hey, Chaos.
the image probably doesn't do that particular character justice until they release a figure for her,
Yeah, I
right?
can see her as a figure. Like, I can imagine it.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, yeah, I get why people would like it.
yeah. And I think that's the part. I think when I first saw this, I was like, oh yeah, you're putting her on your stream. I believe
Yes.
this particular character has a name. It's called Eleanor.
Oh, that's
Eleanor,
cute.
basically, right? Um, yeah, her model kit is here, is actually there, and now it's one of the highly sought after model kits, right? Amongst the female robot
Yeah,
enthusiasts. Yeah.
I understand.
And
She looks very cute there.
anyway, hi, hey Haru. Yes, they are called Rakasil in this case. This is from Fantasy Star Online 1, so I believe they're still, instead of cast, they're still called Rakasil, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and like every other fandom,
Yeah.
right? There is basically more and more rabbit hole, right?
Right.
That I went into. Okay? Like,
Okay.
if you want, there is an argument that RC from Transformers would be one of the first people's crushes in this particular case, right?
Right.
I didn't understood the appeal of RC back then,
Which one's
but then,
RC?
but yeah, RC from Transformers. I didn't understood the appeal of
I have
her
to Google
original
it.
design back then,
Mm,
right?
right.
But then, you know, but then, right? You know how fan artists and yeah,
Oh.
you know how fan artists and model collectors work very hard and sometimes harder than the
Oh.
franchise
Oh,
owners.
yes. I'm aware of the Transformers fandom and their dedication, so yes.
So, like how third parties are always into making better figures, but because of licensing issues, they have to rename the figures into something else as a figurine collector. I think you'll probably understand.
Yeah.
So when someone decided to redesign RC and turn her into a figure, basically the artists are different, the figure makers are also different. So just take a look at this.
I wasn't prepared for the sudden view over. Is that a? Can I show this on stream?
There aren't any suspect showing, so I think you are fine.
No, because I'm saying the chest area part. It kind of looks like she has that dark spot. Kind of looks like she has a.
Yeah. I think to be safe, just you probably don't have to show it.
Okay, I would show this
just
one.
To be safe.
You guys are gonna have to find a chat. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Rare.
But yeah.
Rare.
But wait, don't talk. Oh, you see the appeal, basically.
Yes.
So, yeah. From there, right? It was basically. Hang on, I think I can find something safe to show you. So it was basically, how do I put this? Digging into a deeper and deeper rabbit hole.
Right.
Because it's both a combination, and mind you, this was before, right? Before I became a VTuber.
Right.
Okay? So it was between a combination of curiosity, plus interest, plus I like women,
Right.
plus
combo.
like things which are unfortunately not safe to say on the stream.
Quite aware.
Yeah. Yeah, one of my viewers understand. There is this hobby collector on YouTube called Jobby the Hong. He can probably explains it much better. But yeah, I think this one is much safer for you to show on your stream. This is done by the same company, right?
Okay.
But I think I can still see the appeal. It's also a Transformer character, right?
Okay.
But this one is called Windblade instead. Windblade, right?
Familiar.
But it's not from the official Transformer manufacturer. It's from a third-party manufacturer. You know, the guys who put extra effort in everything, right?
Oh, okay.
So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's very well made. Wow.
Right? And again, obviously with scalpers being scalpers and scalpers knowing what people want, it's pretty much impossible to find this with a bargain price. So I kind of give up at this point. Okay?
Oof. Okay. Yeah, it looks very pretty. I kind of get why it's very popular.
And then, right, in the middle of this, right, I come across, right, and I cannot make this up, yeah? An idol robot group.
No longer surprised.
Yes. And I think you shouldn't be surprised anymore on the fact that they exist in Japan.
No longer surprised.
Yes, because Japan is always up to date with this very interesting shenanigans. Okay, and when I say idol robot group, right? Tell you what. Let me just show you a picture so you can understand better.
Okay, send it to me.
Okay. Hang on, let me just find a picture to basically describe this. Where is it? Lah, mana dia? Where is it in my other folder?
Also, hi Chaos. I'm sorry, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but hello Chaos. Chaos is a good friend of mine.
Oh,
they're from America.
oh, that's nice.
Mhm.
Greetings, Chaos. Sorry, you come into a conversation that is very. Aha! Found it!
Hand it
Okay, so,
over.
yeah. Let me try to find a picture with all their members together. Here we are.
Yes, hand it over.
When they first started, they only have 2 members, right?
Right.
But this was according to the founder, this was like 10 years ago. Okay?
Right.
And he thought it was going to be a niche project, but the reason why it stayed strong was because of the dedicated fans who supported the group, basically. So they went on from being 2 members into a total of 14.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So there you are.
Aha. 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 I see you, bunny. Bunny one.
You are focused at her.
I mean, she's very cute. She's a bunny. Come on, though. The ears pop out almost immediately.
That just means I have to feed you more pictures. Just give me a moment.
Oh, there you go.
That just means I have to give you more pictures. Just give me a moment.
I keep
Okay, so
thinking about Crawfish Gundam.
aha.
Which one is Crawfish Gundam?
So this next picture I think isn't mine, but it's just something that I took off the internet because it looks cute, right? So, well, not the one that you are currently showing, but hang on. Here you go.
Send it over. Oh, I don't know if I should show this on stream actually.
I don't think you can show this one because that is also one of her actual features, right? So I think it's good you asked. So the reason why I got into this particular group, right, was because since I live in Osaka, right, so are they. They happen to be based in Osaka as well. So anytime they announce that they could have a concert, and if I have a free time, I can just go over and go watch them if I want to, right? And next thing I know, because I basically when I'm here, I try to make as much connections as possible, right?
Right.
And this is also being one of them, right? And obviously we started as friends and we have been working on projects together as well. So it's pretty funny that your eyes are focused on the bunny because of yeah, I kind of agree. She's very adorable, right?
Yeah.
She is also the only one who can speak English.
Oh, okay. I mean, her ears stuck out very, very obviously. So.
Yeah. So I think if you like, I could introduce you basically.
Yippee!
Yeah, maybe one of these days.
Yeah.
Or if you ever come to Osaka, I can take you to one of the concerts.
Wow.
But long story, but yes, you're saying?
You gotta fly me there first.
Hell yeah, true. So basically, after a long series of befriending and a bit of, what's the word for it?
Yeah, hanging out.
Yeah, shenanigans and stuff, basically. When I debuted as Gold Guardian for the very first time, okay, the Bunny Girls sang my opening song.
Oh, that's cute.
Yes. It is very
sweet.
adorable, and I think it's one of the proudest achievements I have in my life as well, because I remember this being my debut art, right? Which is I'm going to share you.
Okay.
It basically contains people who are basically avatars or representations of the one who helped me to be where I am right now. Basically, the one who basically stuck from the very beginning, okay, until the beginning of my debut. And based on the art I'm just sending you, as you can see, she's over there.
Oh, she's over there. Yeah, I can see her.
Yes.
Aw. Wait, let me show this to the
Yeah,
crowd.
sure. Right. And now we already did one free talk together. We did one karaoke stream together, and I feel accomplished because she is basically offering for the next collab, and I'm like,
Nice. This looks like a movie poster. Very cool.
yeah. But yeah, I think this group alone is probably 60-70% of my serotonin when it comes to female mecha,
Right.
basically. So yeah,
Yeah.
you
No, yeah.
if you want to check them on Twitter, they are called this.
Send it to me. And I can add it in
Yes.
my description later. Neo Robotics. Very cute. I remember,
Yes.
oh my god, the mention of Nyo takes me back to the days where I was in the, oh lord, Italia fandom, and every
it-
female version character is called Nyo something.
Oh, is this the part where they all is this the part where they all collectively say no?
Oh, Nyo.
No.
No? No,
Is it
no.
yes or no? No. Okay then.
No, they were like any female like version was called Nyo something. So it's like for example, Nyo Goldie. So that's like a female version of yourself.
Oh.
Nyo Italy, Nyo
Okay, got it.
Ini. So I was like, oh man, takes me back.
I get it.
Nyo. That's me with my dog.
I kind of get it.
Yes. Okay. Oh my god. Did you realize we've been talking for 3 hours? Almost half, 3.5.
Dang yeah. Dang yeah. I think it's currently 2:30 in the morning over here.
Yeah, that's why I was
Gila
like,
kau
wait a
yap.
minute. But yeah,
Gila kalau yapping ya.
yeah, that's what
But
happens
yeah.
here on the stream. Like whenever I'm with people, we always end up yapping for minimal of 3 hours.
My apologies.
No, it's okay. It's an average here.
In that case, shall we call it an evening and schedule for the next one?
Yes, because if not, we're never gonna survive. I still need
Yeah,
to do
to
some
wake up
work,
early.
dude.
I have to wake up tomorrow morning and go to the bank for business, so.
Oh my god, good luck. Alright.
I hope I survive.
You can do it. You can do it. Oh my god, especially knowing the banking system in Japan, I wish you extra luck.
The banking system is fine. It's just the fact that they close after 3 p.m.
Oh,
and
no, it's the same
they
here.
have a lot. They have a lot of paperwork involved.
Yeah, it's the same here. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Banking system is annoying in Japan because everything you do, it requires
Requires
money.
us money, requires a stamp.
Yeah. Yes. For if you are foreign resident, they actually exempt you from having a stamp.
Oh, nice.
You can
I
just
mean,
sign, basically.
Yeah, I mean, technically you
But-
wouldn't have one, so.
Nah, they actually gave me one on my first day in Osaka, but I just
Oh,
never
cute.
bothered to use it. Yeah, because here's the funny part, right? Yes, they
Yeah.
gave me a stamp. In fact, the Japanese Cultural Center gave me a stamp based on my real last name, which I'm not going to tell here.
Yeah,
okay,
obviously, yeah.
but obvious reasons, and basically but the thing is, whenever a local delivery man or a bank worker or a post office worker would say please sign here because they assume I'm a foreigner and stuff, and then I would pull the hanko, which is a stamp,
Yeah, yeah.
right, to basically just make people go look at me, I am Japanese too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They were always so surprised.
Yeah,
It's
not
like
surprised.
when they saw when they saw my hanko, it's like, oh, foreigner with a hanko. Oh, I think one guy was so starstruck. I think his brain had a factory reset. Right.
Oh my god.
So because while they are mesmerized, we're like, oh, kaigai ni kiwa hanko arimasu yo. Pretty much, right? Then because I don't want to be the center of attention too much, right? So from that day on, if I don't bring a hanko and I just identify as a foreign resident,
Right.
they don't bother, and then they just make me sign. It was pretty funny.
Out
so
of convenience.
so if you want to stand out as a foreign resident, bring a hanko.
Oh
Right.
my god.
But if you don't want all the hassle, and you want to skip through the cutscene,
Just sign.
sorry, just sign. It's like
Man.
skipping cutscene. It's pretty funny, to be honest.
Skip the story. Suddenly you're
But-
already somewhere else.
But yeah, some situations though will require you to use a hanko. For example, signing the paperwork for your house rent. Yes,
Right.
you do.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So yeah, or
I
opening
see.
a new bank account. Yes, you do.
I see. Good luck. Good luck
But
at the
but
bank.
most of the time, yeah,
Just sign.
just sign basically.
Right. Good luck. I still have work after this.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Before you go, can I just say thank you so much for tonight? By the way, I think
Thank you.
let's organize one next stream because I actually really enjoyed talking with you.
Yippee!
Ini malah jadi asik, ya kan?
Yeah. I enjoy
Because I-
enjoy yapping, so
Yeah, like I predicted this will probably end after 1.5 hours and stuff, but then the next thing you know, this is all. Wait a minute, now it's 2:30 over here. Damn.
yeah. Don't worry about that. I have a talent of like getting people to stay.
I mean, with the way you try to open for the last topic, so go about furries. Okay, all right, you have my attention.
And then we like continuing on for like 10 minutes.
Talking non-stop for 10 minutes is honestly a feat that you should cherish because holy crap. The reason why I know it's roughly 10 minutes because I was kind of measuring your time while also listening to you.
Like,
And I was wondering, and I was also wondering, don't you need a glass of water at this point?
when is she gonna stop? To be fair, I did voice act for like Ace Attorney in one stream, so that's like almost 3 hours, like 2-3 hours, and I only drank very little for that. So at this point, it's a talent, I suppose.
Kalau gitu, we can plan for a voice acting stream
Oh no,
if
okay.
you want.
Okay, yeah, we can. I don't mind. I love doing voice acting even for fun. So, you want to promote something for the rest of the week?
For the rest of the week, let's see. Well, like I said, this is August, and August is the month I debuted, right? So look forward to my second year anniversary at this month. I'll release a date later. Okay, and oh hi, hey Garland, welcome. It's a few of mine. Apparently, he just perks up when I say, "Did someone say voice acting?" Because he's into it.
Good for
Yeah,
him.
I am considering it. I need to. Just suggested it to Almond, and I didn't know whether she'll be accepting or not. But we shall see.
I
right.
like it. Yes.
Yeah, that's why we have to organize something at the
Right.
backstage after stream,
Yep.
or maybe it doesn't have to be today, because
Tomorrow,
we need to sleep.
because we
We
need to
need to sleep.
sleep.
Yeah, and somewhere. Wait, hang on. What day is it today? 2:30. What the hell is Friday
It's
already?
Friday.
Uh, damn. Okay. I will probably continue Baldur's Gate 3 in the weekend.
Wow. Good luck.
If schedule permits. Otherwise, yeah. I think that's about it, really.
luck.
Do you have any announcement you want to make?
Oh, later tonight, because it's already Friday, I'll be next door on Twitch. I'll be reviewing Death Noodle Delivery. So I'm going to deliver noodles, but also trying not to get killed. Interesting premise.
Ah,
Exactly.
is that a game?
Yeah, that's a game. I was asked to review it. I'm also a reviewer, so
Oh. So basically you deliver noodles but try not to die.
yes. It's like a kind of like a cyberpunk city kind of aesthetic.
Ah. I should
Yeah.
check that out basically. Sounds like an interesting premise.
Yes, it is an interesting premise. Yes, indeed, Reno. I don't do weekends stream because I am usually out with family.
Okay.
So I usually end my streams on
it.
Fridays. Yippee!
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Got it. Also read Kagurabachi. Okay, thank you. And stay safe. Thank you.
Kakurabachi, okay, alright. Yes, stay safe.
Yes. Okay.
By stay safe, I mean if you by stay safe, I guess what we really meant was if you're in Indonesia, stay safe for now.
Yeah. Right. Multiple
Okay,
things.
so anyway, yeah. So anyway, what do you say when you're about to end stream? Otsu almond? Otsu pie?
Otsupai.
Okay, in my case it's Otsu gordo.
Okay. So
Okay, alright then. So in alright, so to my viewers, right?
Right.
Otsu gordo, and from
Otsugordo.
almond, Otsu. I mean,
Otsupai.
from almond is Otsu pie, right?
Right.
So thank you for coming tonight. I'll see you on the next stream.
Yep, me too.
Okay. See ya.
Bye. Otsupai.